Everybody, welcome to the Awesome and the Gizmo Show. The Awesome and the Gizmo Show. Back in here. Check, baby, check. We in here. Give it a few minutes to see what we can get in here before we decide to begin tonight's festivities. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Gizmo got all type of shots today. Gizmo's hemoglobin is low. I'm not happy with that. I love this pumpkin. I love my pumpkin. I love my little daughter. I love my daughter. I never let her go. Yes, indeed. Where is Daddy's? Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Great evening. Grand evening. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Gizmo's hemoglobin is low. Yes. Yes, pumpkin. Yes. Oh, we got somebody in the chat. Let's see what we got here. What's going on? Welcome to the Awesome and the Gizmo Show. The Gizmo is here. Appreciate you. Yep. Welcome to the Awesome and the Gizmo Show. Do y'all think we should put Rufus in the title too? We get Rufus some kisses. We get Rufus some kisses. Nah. Messy subjects here, pumpkin. Uh-oh, look who here, pumpkin. Look who here. Look who showed up to say hi. Say hi, Gizmo. Yeah, like. Messy subjects, hey. How was Gizmo's visit to the doctor? Messy subject, she got a bunch of shots. They gave her 5 shots. Oh, gee. So she's up to date. They tested her hemoglobin. They said it's low. Come to find out she needs more iron in her diet. And it was like, doctor's like, she's not getting them. I say, man, listen, I do the best I can. You know what I mean? Like, I feed her, you know what I mean, on the best diet, you know what I mean, that's possible. You know what I mean? And, I didn't really like her attitude for real. Because once again, you know what I mean, you got a white woman, you know what I mean, who just believes that, things just fall off trees, and you know what I'm saying? And that was my thing, messy subjects. Like, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? That I just, all black people just don't feed their children, you know what I'm saying, a cereal, a cinnamon toast crunch all day. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing, messy subjects. It was kind of like she was just assuming, you know what I mean, that I was doing something that I shouldn't have been doing. I'm like, lady, I feed my daughter to the best of my ability. If her iron is low, it's not due to lack of anything. I feed her in accordance with what, my finances will allow. That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that was my thing, messy subjects. I didn't like that. But, like I say, once again, you know what I mean? There's always going to be a sense of entitlement, you know what I mean, in there when you're trying to discuss things with them people. And so basically her hemoglobin is very low. They said it's supposed to be like 11.5. Hers 11.3. She got eczema, I think, on the back of her ear. See, if you notice, she keep trying to reach for the back of her ear. So they gave me this stuff here, a few of these, and you know what I mean? I've been applying that cream. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it so she don't put her hands on it and, make it worse. She took the shots as well as she could. She just a G, like her daddy. Like, she just a G. Like, y'all should have saw her. She was grumpy for a minute, but she took them shots. And I was so proud of her. I hated that she had to go through it though. You know what I mean? But what could I do? So I'm gonna give her a bath tonight, a warm bath, and massage her thighs where they, where they poke them, and I'm gonna give her a warm bath in a little bit, and let her soak in a warm bath, and then I massage her thighs, and what I'm saying. Hopefully that'll relax her and stuff like that. But yeah, I was not happy. You know what I'm saying, when they just assumed. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. And so what I would like to do is put her I put her on the best diet possible. So that was my thing, like how she just assumed that I was doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like come on, lady. Like, you know what I mean? Like once again, when you're dealing with certain people, they just gonna make assumptions. So I'm gonna try to get some wick. They made me an appointment with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to give me some wick. Appreciate you hitting the like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some wick. They said, you know what I mean, that I can be able to get some wick. It's like, you don't get with no. You know what I mean? Like, I initially had it for like a month, but I paid for all her stuff out of pocket. Like, her whole time she was, like I tell y'all something, if I hadn't thought ahead while I was hustling, you know what I'm saying, to buy a bunch of stuff, I don't know how I would have made it, because I had so much stuff by the time she was born. It was like we didn't really need nothing for about like maybe 5 months. 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to buy diapers for the first 9 months. You know what I mean? Like I was ahead. So shout out to Messy Subjects, right? I hear you, but we know that you feed baby girl very well. Nevertheless, she's still herself kind of active at this point, which is a good thing. Yeah, Messy Subjects, I know you do. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with these folk, they always want to assume the worst. They're just going to assume the worst. They see a black man, you know what I mean? I'm very rough around the edges. They see the beard, you know what I mean? And they make assumptions. You know what I'm saying? They see me with this little girl, so they just automatically assume that she's not getting what she needs. You know what I'm saying? There's no way this nigga know what he doing. You know what I mean? There's no way he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? There's no way that he could possibly, you know what I'm saying, be taking care of this little girl, you know what I mean? And so, they're going to make assumptions, and, that's whatever, you know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. But I tell people all the time, appreciate y'all for hitting the like. In the end, you know what I mean? The work is the work. Like, I'm out, pumpkin, that hurts. Yeah, don't laugh. Y'all, she just mischievous. You know what I mean? And, so that's y'all, does that light bothering y'all? Tell me if that light bothering y'all. Do I need to turn the other way? Shout out to Ma. Ma's in the house. Appreciate you, Ma. Is my Gizmo. Ma's in the house. Say hi, Ma. Say hello. Yeah, y'all. She took them shots like a G. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And like I said, and I think she got this eczema. The first thing the nurse practitioner do is look and say it's eczema. Like, how do you just assume that it's eczema? You know what I mean? And you just know that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like a little red rash and stuff, y'all. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she can. Whatever. Be that as it may, they did give her some stuff. You know what I mean? She said, "Hey, Gizmo." She said, "Hey, Gizmo." And so, yeah, y'all, it was definitely, my head was hurting, because then, y'all, listen, this is how a lot of this stuff be inept though, right? Because they was like, well, we'll put you with some resources and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I said, listen, everything you thought of, I done. I said, I'm gonna call Governor Kemp's office for you right now. Oh, you mean this Governor Kemp? And I showed her the number. You know what I mean? You called, yeah, because in the end, nobody cared. Like, it's all cap. You know what I mean? Like, that's yeah, it's a number, that you can call, but they're not gonna tell you nothing. It's not like he's going to, his office is going to, you know what I mean, circumvent some sort of a, the bureaucratic process, you know what I'm saying? And then, let my daughter jump ahead, you know what I mean, to a certain circumstance. You know what I mean? Everything is always hurry up and wait. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. So anyway, they got me an appointment with Wick on the 23rd. You know what I mean? So this month. So here's my thinking, y'all. Like, and first of all, the other appointment they had was the November 6th. You know what I mean? So they was like, so she got it pushed up like, maybe 2 weeks, give or take. And but like I say, that just lets you know what I mean, what they really, you know what I mean, they, how they really, like I say, the system doesn't, and it's not designed for them to care. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But I'll tell you this, it don't matter what they put in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quitting. You know what I mean? I'll never, you know what I'm saying, fold, you know what I mean, fold my hand. You know what I mean? When it come to this, when it come to what I'm doing, that's for sure. So, they can play all them games all they want, y'all. But you know what I mean? I'm here to stay. You know, and they just gonna have to, you know what I mean? They just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line. I'm not ever, you know what I mean, going to, you know, gonna gonna fold my hand. Let me see. They do what they want. That's just facts, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. You know what I mean? You know, they'll help, you know what I mean, who they want. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be there. That's why I say, y'all, and listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And y'all know me well enough to know that I'm not gonna tell no lies. You know what I mean? I don't care enough to lie. I just really don't. Yo, that's why I never thought crime was wrong. And I still don't. You know what I mean? I still don't. Y'all, out in California, there's some guys that hit that year. I think it's not. Well, I don't know how long ago. Guys hit a lick, y'all. They went through the wall, and I got like $30-something million. Not too long ago, y'all look it up. God, I hope they never get caught. I hope they smart enough. You know what I'm saying? To be quiet, let the money, you know what I mean, just chill, and everybody just keep working, and don't nobody snitch. You know, to my knowledge, they still never found out who was responsible. Like, this whole country was built on this stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, and this suffering out here. You know what I mean? And all of this waiting and, bending over and begging, you know what I mean? And borrowing and, you know what I mean? And trying to, ask people, you know what I mean? To do what's right and give you an opportunity. I can just go out there and take what I want. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and make a way. You know what I mean? And I get upset, y'all. I really, really do, because I know for a fact that my daughter deserves so much more. And, I'm going to tell y'all something too. I think I made the wrong decision, y'all. I think I really made the wrong decision coming down here and trying this. I really, really do. I think now, in hindsight, and we all know the hindsight is 2020, also gonna tell y'all the real. I think I should have stayed where I was and just kept hustling. That's what I really believe. I believe that, you know what I mean? I believe that I at least would have given myself a chance. You know what I mean? I at least would have given myself a chance. Hell, if I would have spent the last 15 months hustling, you know what I'm saying, and making moves, then I would have been able to stack up some money. Then I could have retired. Then I could have quit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Especially once I knew she wasn't coming back. You know what I mean? But this decision that I made, y'all, don't seem to be the right one, because it's not working out. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Here I am down here in Atlanta, where all of these black people, with all of these supposed opportunities, and y'all, I still see all white and all Mexican. Now, I do see some blacks, you know what I mean, doing these construction jobs, but y'all, I could do that. I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying, just the unskilled labor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people I see just standing around. You know what I mean? I'm sure they do something. You know what I mean? But, whatever they doing, I could be trained to do. They're all Mexicans. They're all whites. Y'all, I'm in the streets every day. I see these all Mexican construction crews. How is it they monopolized all of these opportunities? Y'all, I would work a skilled labor job. Y'all seen me work. Y'all see me pick up trash at Popeyes. Y'all seen me, you know what I'm saying, flip pieces. Y'all done seen me, you know what I'm saying, clean chicken. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, I'll do it. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like that I'm not a person who like trying to put, I'll do it. All I ask is for something, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Well, I can at least make some money so I can be able to take care of my daughter. And that's why I say, like, I should have just kept hustling. Like, if I knew it was gonna be like this, I'd just stay where I was at. Shout out to Fancy. Fancy in the house. Fancy here, Pumpkin. Say hi, Fancy. Gizmo. Say hi to Fancy. Say hola. Ediva in the house. Hey, Ediva. We recently got back. She got 5 shots, Ediva. Gizmo got 5 shots. Everybody throw prayers up for Gizmo. You know what I'm saying? She did a really, really good job. Shout out to let me see, Get Fashion Therapy. Hey, say hey, Get Fashion Therapy in the house, Gizmo. Say hey. Say hey. Hey. Yeah, y'all, she's very excited for a pup that just got poked on. Y'all, she got all type. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the what's the name too. Let me see. Because I wanted to show y'all so y'all can hear. They tried to put it with the cops. I was like, nah, I'm straight on that. They asked me, did I want to get vaccinated? I told her, I said, no, I'm a beast. I don't need no vaccines. But yeah, y'all, she got what did she get? That's the eczema cream. She got, what's today, y'all? 9/11? Is today 9/11? What is today, Pumpkin? Help Daddy out. Okay, today 10-3, my bad, y'all. She got measles, mumps, rubella, hepatitis A, and varicella. Is anybody familiar with any of that? And they gave her like 5 different shots. They gave the Gizmo like 5 shots. They gave the Gizmo like 5 shots, y'all. And I'm proud of her. I really am. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Organic pomegranate juice has a great source of iron as well, but may have diluted. So I'll keep that in mind, Messy Subjects. I did not know organic pomegranate juice. I did not know that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information. Definitely something I have to look into. I thought you could only see, that's how slow I am, y'all. I thought you could only get iron from meat. I'm like, I can't afford no damn red meat. And then I told her, I said, listen, lady, I can afford chicken thighs. You know what I'm saying? And drums. You know what I'm saying? And beans. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Iron. What are you talking about? This ain't. What do you, who you think Gizmo is? Chelsea Clinton? Gizmo. Wait, and y'all remember Chris Rock? Who you think you kidding? Who Gizmo thinks she is? Chelsea Clinton? Okay, all right. Listen. I'm the show. Okay, stop trying to be the show, Pumpkin. See, this is where you get in trouble because you try to do too much. She's speaking. What she say, Fancy? She don't know. Fancy must have been drinking. She done had a sip. Gizmo don't speak. She just talk baby talk. She don't know what she's doing. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Hey, baby. She said, hey, baby. She is what? She is not talking fashion therapy. Gizmo's confused. Our children do not need shots. I believe in Fancy, but you know what I mean? There was nothing I could really do. You know what I mean? It was really nothing that you know what I mean? They wasn't going to take her. Like, if I didn't get the shots, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's so different when I can control her environment. If I can control her environment, you know what I mean? It's a totally different circumstance. Stop, Pumpkin. It's a totally different circumstance. Instead of Chris Tucker. Look at Fancy, you just looked that up. You did not know who that was. Just all of us study more. Let me see. Get over here. Get your silly tail back over here. Messy Subjects. You did see where I was saying you can incorporate into her diet as well. Greens, spinach, beets. Yeah, I would love that Messy Subject. That stuff called, you know what I mean? Listen, as a right now, listen. Let me tell you what Gizmo ate tonight. Ravioli. You know what I'm saying? Some ravioli with I mashed up some crackers in the ravioli. That, you know what I mean? Yeah. When I can afford, yeah. For sure. And then I gotta get this little brat to eat it. Y'all, she done figured out how to trick me. Y'all, she won't even take the medicine. I can't even get her to take the Tylenol. Don't nobody put it in the check. You gotta put it in the side of her jaw. Don't say that. I've been doing that for 8 months. She figured it out, y'all. Somehow or another, she closes her throat up, and she won't. She's the worst baby I ever met in my life. She's a very, very disgruntled baby. Shout out to Messy Subjects. You did. So, yep. Yes. I would love that, Messy Subjects. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely on your side with that. You know, when I have the opportunity to, go shopping again and get some. Like I say, I gotta be able to get. Hopefully, I get this WIC stuff. I don't know what WIC give you, but we'll see. And I'm gonna try to get this other. I'm gonna chill with her this weekend. And, come here, sit down. And I'm gonna try to get something popping this weekend or this week. You know what I'm saying? Probably like Friday, or not Friday, but Monday on this other. I'm looking to this other. Let me see. Child psych. Don't you bite me. Don't you bite me. Shout out to daughter Zion. Fancy. Yeah. I'm done talking about that foolishness. People gonna do what they want, however they want. I'm just here to crash out because I know what's next. Child sacrifice. What are you talking about, daughter Zion? What are you and Fancy talking about? Shout out to these veggies is a good source of iron as well. I did not know, but thank you, SMD Awesome to Cat. Thank you, May. I appreciate you for dropping that. Let me see. Just try to cut down the juice with water first and foremost. That I do. She don't get a lot of sugar. That's facts, Ediva. She got some ocean spray, you know what I mean, right now, and she didn't drink that. But yeah, usually that's usually always they say their teeth are pretty and white and stuff like that. Do you brush them? Yeah. Black people do brush their kids. That's what like y'all. She was asking some of the most like I'm gonna tell y'all something like well, see, when you black, you know these things. You know what I mean? To them, I guess it's just, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm just asking, standard questions. But to us, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really offensive. You know what I mean? To add, yeah, I brush my daughter's teeth. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when she said so, she was like, those ponytails, you know what I'm saying? Who did her? You know what I mean? You did that? Who? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some of the people, they just very, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Tone deaf. You know what I mean? Tone deaf is the probably the proper. What are you doing? Get your man, my kid. No, give me that. I said no. I'm gonna spank your little tail. Give it here. Let me see. Shout out to when you get a little piece of change, fresh spinach. And greens, beets aren't really that expensive. Yeah, okay, definitely. A lot of people trying to do Whole Foods now, messy subject. So you should go to Whole Foods. Y'all should do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of my face. Try to messy subjects. Okay, I messed up. You can buy greens and spinach and blanch and freeze too. I do got some peas in there, y'all. I bought some frozen peas the other day. I do have some frozen peas in there, so I'm gonna try to get rid of that. Let me see. Fancy. Fancy L. Me as well. We're dealing with Walking Dead. Just protect you and your young from these devils in white coats. Y'all are not fans of these doctors. Absolutely. Messy subject. Baby, they're not like no, this is facts. Shout out to May. They talk like like, you know what I'm saying? Like listen, hey, we do this. You know what I'm saying? Dog Zion, I suggested get a religious exempt from. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And had I would have had that would have truly been an option. Not saying that it necessarily wasn't, y'all, but like I said, I don't control her environment and who's in it. You know what I mean? People coming, people going. She's on the train with me. She's on the bus. She's too exposed every day to entities and to people. You know what I mean? To have her system unprotected. That's something else. You know what I'm saying? I had to take into account, ladies. So, you know what I mean? So that was, you know what I mean? It wasn't as simple as, you know what I'm saying? I can control her environment. If I control my daughter's environment, now we talking about it, we talking about a different circumstance altogether. Look at what she do, y'all. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see what the Gizmo does. Go ahead, keep showing off. Go ahead, do it again. Show what you do. No, you didn't put it down there nice like that before. Do what you did. Don't throw stuff. Okay, hand it to daddy. Okay, let's hand things. Okay, let's work on that. Shout out to your front camera dirty. How do I wipe it off? Y'all, the front? Let me see. Is that better? Whole Foods. You mean whole check? Yeah, it costs to be healthy, don't it, mind? Shout out to Fancy. Hope I did it right, y'all. May you wipe it off, please. Hopefully I did, Fancy. Hopefully, let me know if you getting a better. Hey, sit down. This ain't no damn party. Let's see. May you wipe it off, please. Daughter Zion, Fancy. Yeah, exactly. Do something because them shots is breaking and killing her immune system. It ain't gonna be nothing left but her soul. Well, you know what I'm saying? Daughter Zion, she got me. And so, I'll tell you what. Whatever. Here's the thing, and this is what at this point this was. If it's all right with the creator, then it's all right with me. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm giving my all. I'm giving everything I got, and so, it's certain things that I'm just not gonna be able to control. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be for the creator to, you know what I mean, to figure out and get to the bottom of. And like I've said this, if he denies me, if you can't help me, then the hell with you. Cause you know what I'm saying? I you know what I mean? If you leave it all to me, if it's all on me, then we in trouble. You know what I mean? Because I need, you know what I mean? I'm gonna need your guidance. I'm gonna need, You know what I mean? I'm gonna need your presence, and y'all help in that regard too. You know what I mean? Quality black women giving, giving me quality advice. You know what I'm saying in that regard. So I'm grateful. You know what I mean for y'all support. Y'all have supported in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm you know what I mean? It's a great thing to have y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like you better believe you better believe that. Whatever it's gonna look like, I'm here for it. Fancy. Yeah, just like the kids in Gaza, same thing here, nothing different. That's for fancy. Missy subjects. Until you're able to get some of these veggies for help with her iron, kind of try to incorporate pomegranate juice, which comes 32 ounces, and give to her as juice and diluted. Yeah, I'll try to get some tomorrow, Missy subjects. I'll let you know how we do. She ate, like I said, she ate that beef ravioli and some of that, and I gave her some applesauce as well. She ate a little bit. She ate enough, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't even try to force her to eat as much as I used to no more. I'm like, you know what I mean? You'll eat as you see fit. You know what I mean? And that's, shout out that we've all had shots. Yeah, man, that's, you know what I'm saying? That was my thing. And I told Fancy that, I'm like, listen, we're still here. My ability to procreate and have and produce, make babies is still here at 45. There you go. There's the proof. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like I'm healthy. I'm strong as I'm strong as two bulls. Y'all see me walk down the street with an 85-pound. Y'all can wait to see what I do. See what I can do tomorrow. I'm stronger physically than most men will ever be. You know what I mean? And there's very few men that could, that could touch me. You know what I mean? From that, like, you would have to be an exceptional man. And so I don't know, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. I know that y'all don't agree with a lot of stuff. I don't agree with it neither. I want y'all to know, chat, I'm not against y'all. I do agree with y'all in terms of, I don't believe that our children do need these things overall. But that's if you can control their environment. Y'all gotta understand something, man. And I think this is what some of y'all don't understand. Yo, these Europeans listen, man, these Europeans, they full of diseases. They've always been a nasty people. Like overall, a lot of the disease. Y'all remember when they gave the Indians smallpox? The Indians were fine till they came in contact with the white man. You know what I mean? Or the natives of this land, whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? They were fine until they got exposed to them. And so they have always carried multiple diseases and things of that nature. And so when you around in this world, and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, and y'all got to keep in mind, she's still just so little. Like, her immune system hasn't even had the opportunity to really truly develop. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do nothing, y'all, that I think that you know what I mean, that could potentially cost me later on. You know what I mean? I got to think about that. Shout out to Butterfly Nest in the house, Gizmo. Say hi to Butterfly Nest. Say hi. Say hello. She playing around. Y'all, I got to fix that. I got to put my curtain back up. I got to put my curtain back up. My curtain just came down. Shout out to Daughter's Eye. Just because you were raised that way doesn't mean you continue on with the cycle. At some point, you got to want to break the cycle and change the binders. What part, Zion, Daughter Zion? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, once again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I do agree with you. You know what I'm saying? However, I have to take certain things into. I have to look at the whole picture. I'm not able to just look at the part that I want to and just say, you know what, I don't want my daughter to get this and that be that. Let's be honest, y'all. That sister Amanda Lewis, she didn't believe in medicine at all. Y'all, she passed the cancer. Right? Now, I do believe that there is something that probably could have helped her or probably prolonged her life. She didn't think there was anything. And y'all remember the sister, she was very, very beautiful and very, very talented. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember from BET. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that in the end, they gotta, so it's not quite just, yes, pumpkin. Stop trying to do that. Okay, y'all, the Gizmo has something to say. All right, go ahead. You got the flow, Gizmo. All right. And that is breaking news from the Gizmo. That is the Gizmo's only time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gizmo. Nobody wants to hear from you. You don't even talk yet. Hello, Butterfly Nation. However, I had to resign. Let me see. I don't agree either. However, I had to resign from my job in 2022 because I refused to see Jack. Flat out to listen, man. I was the only one on my rock that did not take it. That did not like everybody when I was in prison. It was like everybody got. I said, man, I'm not taking nothing. You know, so we gonna suit up. Come on in here. You know what I'm saying? But you're not. But and they didn't. They left me alone. They was like, man, leave that fool alone. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, y'all. I was like, you white devils ain't put nothing in me. I'm letting you know that right now. Y'all not putting nothing in me. So yeah, you know, they was trying to, and I get it, man. I really, really do. And then I came out and I caught it twice. You know what I'm saying? When I got out the joint, I caught it twice and I started to do the math. I'm like, okay, I got like because I'm so strong, I was able to fight it off. And I never got diagnosed with it, y'all, but I knew what it was. I'm like, oh, this gotta be it. Because it was all of the symptoms. You know what I'm saying? It was all of the symptoms. So really all I did was just rest and drink soup. You know what I mean? I drank a lot of soup, and I believe, y'all, I took some over-the-counter meds, and that was just basically all. You know what I'm saying? That was just basically all. And y'all, I'm telling you, I just sweated. I was like, you know what I mean? I wrapped up real good, and you know what I mean? I got through it. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you might want to rethink this. I'm like, okay, let's do some math. Let's do some mental gymnastics. You catch it again, what are the odds of you not making it? And then what if you take what if you do take the vaccination? At least you're giving yourself an opportunity to get past it. So that was my thinking. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Door Design. My girl. I stand 10 toes down. I ain't wore not one mask or bowed down. I even almost gotten into fights over not wearing a mask. I mean, his hello was cray. Yeah. I listen. This is all Door Design. But listen, I have no. Here's my position on that. I think that people should the pumpkin stop. She's trying to scratch that eczema. I definitely believe that our people, you know what I'm saying, should be free to make those decisions for themselves. You know what I'm saying, and what they see fit for their children and for their lives, right? I absolutely do. You know what I mean? When the position is when you don't have any assistance, it's like then what? You know what I mean? So how do you play it at that point? You know what I mean? So that's just something I had to keep in mind. But I do agree with what you're saying, though. Shout out to Butterfly Nest, Gizmo. Where's your white hair bow? Listen, it was terrible. And then it got late, Butterfly Nest, and I took it out. Stop, pumpkin. It get late. You see her hair all over the place. And now I'm trying to block her because she's trying to itch this little. Stop, pumpkin. Y'all, she's trying to scratch this little. Stop. I got to keep her hands away from this little eczema spot that she keep trying to. She keep. Come here. Oh, that's what they call it, eczema. Get your little bad. Get your little bad. Shout out to let me see. Good ways your hair. Yeah, but I put it in my pocket. Butterfly. Now shout out to me. Stop, pumpkin. Those I didn't wear merit either. Only for work. Yeah, stop it. Oh. Stop. I'm talking. Oh. Get your bed. Get off me. I'm reading. It's good to hear Gizzy baby talking. She not talking. She just being. She don't even know no words. She not even. She don't know what she doing besides getting on my nerves, messy subjects. That's the only talent that she have at this point. Messy subjects. Stop. I'm trying to read. Messy subjects. Good talking. Actively moving around because after, and sometimes just want vaccinations. much. Essentially 5. Babies, toddlers can be very whiny and feverish, just not themselves. Yeah, messy subject. She's a very strong child. I tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing. I think she's going to be a wonderful athlete. Like her grip is very. She picked up a can of those that beef. That what was I telling y'all that beef around that canned goods. She picked it up with one hand. You know what I mean? Around the. Her legs are very. She's very explosive. She's strong. Yeah, the kids are. Yeah, she's a little swimmer. We'll see what she get her into some things. Shout out to daughters. That year 2020 was off the rooftop. I mean, I got kicked out of church buildings. I mean, that year I will never forget that year. Yeah, I heard it was terrible out here, y'all. I really did. Shout out to Butterfly Nest, Gizmo, and my granddaughter, our solid and strong little baby. Shout out to Butterfly Nest and her granddaughter and her family. Shout out to all my people. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Oh, she's such a sweetie pie. She just playing around with her daddy. Tell her stop playing with me, Messy Subjects. I'm not no damn toy. I'm not no damn what's the words, y'all? I'm not no damn pogo stick for this baby to just play around with. I want to be taken serious. I'm a serious daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a serious daddy. Y'all, where she go? I got a topic for y'all later. Y'all gonna be mad. I'm gonna put y'all on front later on as soon as she goes. Ooh, shout out to Messy Subjects. No, I like seeing her playing with you. Yeah, Messy, let her come play with you. Put her fingers all in my mama. I ain't playing with this baby. Listen, listen. I'm letting Gizmo know this. I'm a serious daddy. I want respect. Put some respect on my name. You hear me? Okay, calm down. Don't lose it. Didn't you just listen, Pumpkin? Ain't you supposed to be trying to rest up from your ordeal today? Like you said, y'all was right. Like most babies will be trying to relax and trying to, you know what I'm saying, take it easy and stuff like that. This baby here trying to make a scene. Like I say, she ate this though. So I'm really grateful. You know what I'm saying, for the chat. Shout out to the chat. Got the best chat on YouTube. I don't care what nobody say. Most supportive. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Peace. Shout out to Messy Subject. I would absolutely adore her in my presence. And that's for real. Well. Hey. Yeah. You want to go? You want to go visit Messy Subjects? You want to go visit? You want to go? Put Rufus down. Show them Rufus. Show Rufus. Show Rufus. Don't throw Rufus. I thought that was your friend. Don't treat your friends bad, Pumpkin. Don't string his. Y'all, where she get this violent from? Hey, Messy Subject, why she so violent? That's what I'm trying to say. Calm down, Pumpkin. Calm down. Don't do that. Be nice. Be nice. Gentle. The opposite of daddy. Gentle. Don't misuse your pup. Right? I said no. Get off me. Stop it. Let it go. No. Y'all, she get on my man. She's funny. Yes, she funny looking. More. Stop it. Get your little high yellow ass. Hey. Let it go. Get on my nerves. Stop. I said no. Y'all, that's what I'm trying to say, y'all. Shout out to Messy Subjects because her father figure is raising her. Stop. See what I'm saying? She can't, because her father figures raising her. She can't help but not be. She got to work on it. Listen, I'm not raising no wild baby. And I said, stop it. Listen, Messy subjects. Hey, El Cheapo. Hey, El Cheapo in the house, pumpkin. Say, hey, El Cheapo. Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. All right, Gizmo. Let me see. We're gonna get knocked off. Let me see. We're gonna get knocked off the live in a minute. Who? Why, man? What happened? You gotta go? You gotta go? Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got the, best chat on YouTube. Period, point blank. The realest. You know what I'm saying? I got the best black women ever. You know what I mean? We're gonna grow this thing small and organic, y'all. That's the only way I wanna do it. Shout out to me. Gizmo will knock us. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's facts. If you're upset that look at now she wanna read. Now she wanna be good, y'all. That my little pumpkin. So y'all, what was I gonna tell y'all about today? I was gonna tell y'all something. What was it? What was it? Oh yeah, y'all. So I'm walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got the gizmo in a stroller. And I see two sissies, you know what I'm saying, they're in front of me. Now, they walking a little slow. I get it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get by. And I try to be y'all as respectful as I can. I really do because I try to lead with respect, especially now because I don't want to put myself in no position, you know what I'm saying, to, I just don't want to do it, right? Now these two sissies, they can feel me behind them, right? And they trying not. I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me, gentlemen. Right behind, right in front. Now there's no way for me. I gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, excuse me, gentlemen, y'all. So now I gotta turn. I gotta raise my voice a little bit. Excuse me, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. You know what I mean? And why couldn't you just go around? I wanted to say you fag. You. I was y'all. I caught myself so much because they wanted that response, right? So, or what did I do, y'all? I just my apologies, sir. I couldn't. You know what I mean? I couldn't get by. I couldn't. Oh, okay. That's all you had to say. You fag. You. I was so mad, y'all. I was so mad. I was fuming. I'm like, man, I be having to tuck tail. Oh my god, I was so mad. This is. I'm gonna have to get used to it, y'all. But I was not happy because they literally was taking up the whole sidewalk. You saw me coming through. You know I'm trying to get by. You see my daughter, and you just want to be. You just really just. You really just. You really just. You really just. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 10. Y'all, I've learned that a little bit. I learned to count to 10 a little bit in order to keep my rage and push my hate down. You've been looking radiant all day. Who, me, Fancy? Shout out to Fancy and what she's drinking. Can somebody get Fancy? Y'all know Fancy wear glasses too, so you can't really take what she say too serious. Fancy is low key blind. Shout out to. I was trying to show Fancy something while she was here. She couldn't even see it. What? What? I was like, Fancy, how many fingers I'm holding up? 6? No, it's 2. Shout out to Fancy. Furious. What's that? What is that? Furious. What's that? What? Spell that again, messy subjects. Spell it again, messy subjects. My word again changed by the computer. Oh, I think you meant furosity. I'm not sure. Those are not messy subjects. I hate that you trying to say one thing and they just gonna override what you say and say what they want to say. Shaking my head, the computer here. Furosity. What you talking about? Gizmo? Her ferocity. Shout out to me. It's not just here. They are everywhere in New York. It's overrun with them walking around in dresses and high. You are not a man. I don't care what you say. Or you are not a woman. I don't play none of them games. Right? You can be. Listen. You can call you call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. I don't care. I'm not calling you that, and I'm not feeding off into that. No, I'm not feeding off of that. And my daughter cannot be friends with them. Like it's like when you grown, you can do what you want to do. But all that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you bringing some gay friend around here, you know. He told me he wants some. I want some milk and cookies. Man, get you want some what? I want some milk and cookies. Man, get up out of here, punk. We don't, my daughter don't be friends with no punk. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We doing, listen, ain't no studs, ain't no, you walking around, you talking about you walk rough and stuff with your afro puffs, or, you know, you a girl, but you walk around with some Jordans on, your pants sagging, you know, you got that little left eye, better get it while it's hot, ain't no better love than your own. Y'all, what's that? What this? I ain't too proud to beg. You see, you walk around dressing like a left eye with a condom over your eye. No, you ain't doing that here. Talking about you. Talking about you a man. You just as good as a man and all that. Yeah, we ain't. Yeah, rest in peace, Bertie Mac. One of the one of the greatest. I want some milk and cookies. Look at Gizmos. She like, I want some milk and cookies. Get your punk ass out of here. Shout out to messy subjects. Hand bent like shit. Yeah, hand bent like they getting ready to throw it back. This is facts. Man, get your ain't talking about you and my daughter friend, y'all hanging out. You some sissy hanging out with my hey bro. Hey, we're not playing none of them games. Now when she grown, you want to be friends with every sissy in the city. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You just can't bring them around me. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not supporting it. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you know what I mean? That wasn't how you were raised. Now, we know we cannot make this for our children, y'all. We understand that. And I think as adults, you know what I'm saying? We accept that. I'm telling you I'm telling you how your daddy's cut. Your dad not changing. I'm telling you right now. So, if you violate these specific set of understanding, then your ass is toast. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just way that go. Like all that trying to, I'm not one of them black men, man. I'm not, Pumpkin, stop trying to steal the show. This is where you get in trouble. No, Pumpkin, you don't, listen. You are Tito. I'm Michael. I'm the show. Daddy is the star of the show. One, if Daddy is the star of the show. Two, if the Gizmo is the star of the show. I want to 100% get that understood. Because sometimes she don't understand her role. You know what I mean? She is a backup dancer. I'm Hammer. I'm Hammer. I'm MC Hammer. Too legit. Hey, y'all, what's Hammer favorite? What's Hammer favorite song? They put me, my favorite Hammer song, y'all, they put me in the mix. Messy Subject, you was a hater. Messy Subjects is a hater. Hammer. I'm Hammer. They put me in the mix, y'all, is my favorite Hammer song. When he did the typewriter, when he broke the typewriter out. Hey, y'all go back and look at Hammer. Hey, listen, you can say what you want about Hammer. That nigga was bad. If you listen, dig this here. Hammer had the world in a chokehold. Hammer, I am Hammer. They put me in the mix. Hammer, I am Hammer. They put me in the mix. Yo, was that when he broke out the when he broke the typewriter out? Okay, all right, Gizmo. See, Gizmo, you not entertaining. You just cute. That's the one thing you got going for you. You don't got daddy's personality. That's all you got going for you is looks. Shout out to Fancy. I don't think I remember that one. Okay, y'all have the subject. Messy Subjects. Gizmo is the star of the show. Messy Subject, she is not the star of the show. Go, Gizmo, go. Hey, so, go, Gizmo, go, Gizmo, go. Hey, so, go, Gizmo, go, Gizmo, go. Go, Gizmo, go, Gizmo, go. Go, Gizmo, go, Gizmo, go. Y'all look at the shot emojis. Listen, only thing you is cute. That's all you got going for you. You don't got no real talent, Pumpkin. Okay, now don't try to be. But see, your talent is being cute. That's what you got going for you. But daddy got real skill. See, daddy got real talent. Daddy the one with the real talent. Hit the like button. Shout out to Fancy. Fancy reminds you, Jive Turkeys, hit the live button. Appreciate you. Made subject, yes, she is. She proving it time and time again. Listen, Mr. Daddy is Fancy. Who the star of the show? Be careful now. Remember, Fancy. Who is the star of the show? Mai. Who is the star of the show? Who is Michael? Let me test. Let me test. Oh no, you trying to bite me? Y'all see? Ha hell. No, no. Get out of my face. Stop. Get your bad ass up out of my face. Stop. Stop. God damn it. I'm gonna stop it. I can't read this. No. Okay, thank you. She is proved to. Okay, I can't see it, pumpkin. Nope. God damn it. Stop. Let me see you. Pumpkin, I can't see. Get the fuck off me. Get off me. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna get. Get off me. Get off me. God damn it. Let me see. She had proven yesterday. Joe Jackson. Get the fuck off me. Stop. You put that in my beard. Let's see. Joe Jackson had no real talent. Man, you gonna get in trouble. He just ruled everything. Oh, Mason, I'm Joe Jackson. And Gizmos. Oh, man, you know what? Well, y'all is terrible. This is a terrible chat. Gizmo just demonstrated her stardom. She did not. All she demonstrated was she can act the fool. Shout out to May. Open her eyes. I bet she will stop. Open her eyes. That's a good idea. She know. You know what? Come here. You know what? Yeah. Come here. I never did that. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's open your eyes. Come here. How you like it, pumpkin? Come here. Let Daddy open your eyes. No, come here. No, don't try to block. No. Oh, you don't like it, huh? Yeah. Open your eyes. Little brat. Let me see. Open her eyes. She was shot facts. She knows what she did. This is facts. She loves her daddy. Her actions are so adorable. Messy subjects, listen, this is not that type of, this is not. This is not love. This is aggravation. This is aggravation. This is pure agony. Oh, get off me. Hey y'all, let me see. I got my people in the chat. Now, we putting the gizmo down because I got a real moms know how to turn the situation around. Whoever told you to return the favor back to Giz know what's up. Real mom, that's real mom stuff, huh? But yeah, y'all, listen, gotta get into some real stuff because I gotta check my chat because I'm about to call y'all out. I'm glad y'all in here. I'm about to put the gears down. Nope, it is 8:15. Here, you need to drink your juice, pumpkin. Because I know you're tired. Drink your juice. You got some stuff in there, mama. Hey, mama. Yeah. Here, mama. You just took it. Yeah, just try it again. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna let her sit still for me, y'all, because I gotta clean up. Now, listen, y'all. This wasn't just because this was part of my thing. I want to call. I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling all y'all out right now because I know y'all about to lie, and I'm about to keep it. Listen, every woman in here, y'all gossip worse than me. Y'all gossip worse than me. Y'all know for a fact. Let's keep it real, because I gotta clean up in here. Hold on. If y'all ever get some good dick, or if it's terrible, y'all gonna tell your friends. You gonna say, girl, I gave that nigga that box. I gave that nigga some of this juice box. He ain't know what to do with it. Lying, say I'm lying. Lying, say I'm lying, y'all. Go ahead and say I'm lying that y'all done gave a nigga some box and then go sit here and try to act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, oh, girl, that nigga couldn't even handle this thing. Women talk like that. That's how y'all talk. That's how y'all talk. Go ahead and say I'm lying. Yeah, look at the what's the name's door. Yeah. Yeah. See, y'all try to act like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Listen, but then listen. Girl, I put that pussy on that whole ass nigga. He ain't know what to do. I gave that nigga some of this motherfucking juice box. He ain't know what to do. Yeah. See. And that's why, y'all, I'm always put it, because you ain't gonna never be able to say that about me. Let me see. What's going on? Uh-oh. Is it mandatory me? Yeah, man. Here we go. We ready. Messy subjects. Nah, you're the best at the gossip boss. No. I'm trying to look at daughter Zion. She is baby. What? Joe? What? Babe? I can't see. Let me see. I see a no. You say you ain't never did this, daughter Zion? No, you're the best at No, not like men, not like women messy subjects. I know y'all do. Y'all give a nigga the box, and then if the nigga got a whack dick game, y'all gonna spill it. Y'all gonna spill it. That's my whole point. Y'all gonna say it. Yeah. Weak dick, nigga. Limp dick, nigga. Tiny dick, nigga. Bitch ass, nigga. That's what y'all gonna do. Like that. So let's see, fancy. I hate that term. What term? Shout out to May. My box been retired 15 years. I was like a 1990s vehicle that's been in the garage, been locked up. That box. Listen, okay, that juice box. I mean, what's up with that juice box? Y'all know that's what y'all gonna say. Girl, I gave that nigga that motherfucker. I put that poo nanny. I put that poo nanny. You like that? You like that better, fancy poo nanny? Shout out to messy subjects. Nah, I don't never tell what goes on in my bedroom stays in the bedroom. Have you heard what goes on Vegas stays in Vegas? This is my motto. I promise you that. Okay, messy subjects. Shout out to you. Exactly my. Let me see. Lex, cause child, elevated women don't be giving themselves up. Shout out to daughter Zion. I respect that. Shout out to messy subjects. I ain't about to share personal information. Okay, listen. Y'all ain't never, listen. Fancy done did it. I know Fancy quiet. Fancy quiet as hell in the chat. Hit dogs holler. Everybody put a dog in the chat for Fancy, for hit dog. Put some dogs in the chat. Put some dogs in the chat. I never really talked like that even when I dated. Okay, by the last. I call it cookie. Okay, listen, I like that term. Listen, I used to like when you an ignorant nigga like me, y'all, because y'all know I'm a little ignorant. I think that's fair. Hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? What's up on that box? What's up, you know what I'm saying? What's up on that juice box? I got that. Shout out to my man Cream, you know what I'm saying? Chris Johnson, y'all, he got killed in Huntington, West Virginia. And look him up, you know what I'm saying? He got killed 2 years ago. And man, Cream, he was a good dude out of Huntington and shit. But I never forget when he said that. I said, what you say? He said, I walked up. He said, I walked up there. I said, bitch, what's up with that box? I damn near died when I heard you say that shit. Yeah, he got killed, man. Shout out to Chris Johnson, man. His brother, Trey Jordan, is my man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trey, man. Shout out to, let me see. That's right. Fancy gonna tell it. Fancy the first one gonna tell. That's not even my time. Fancy gonna tell it, call it cookie. Now, butterfly nest, I like that. That sounds very, very feminine. I like the term cookie. I'll do like, my goodies, not my goodies. What's that, Sierra? The goodies. It said cookie. She said goodies, right? Okay. You make the kidney and take that off. Just a young girl. Just a young girl. You bet you want the goodies. But listen, man, what's up on that box? Y'all know a real street nigga walk up, baby. What's up on that? What's up on that box? What's up on that thizzang? What's up on that? You know what? Listen, what's up on that rump shaker? You know what I mean? What's up? Let me see. Shout out to messy subjects. I've never told what happened between who and whomever. I guess I'm just that shit. So, messy subjects, you ain't never said, okay, listen, see, this is why. Ooh. Y'all know how Pinky was, when Pinky was mad as hell in that motherfucking, say it again. So, messy subjects, you ain't never, your homegirl Boom, you see Jack. Jack, you know what I'm saying, walked in. You know what I mean? Jack, this is my, you met Jack. Man, girl, I gave it. Girl, I gave that whole ass nigga. I gave that bitch ass nigga some of this pussy. He ain't know what to do. I blew that nigga mind. That nigga ain't know what to do. Girl, I had that nigga. Yo, don't say that, man. Shout out to, let's see. Shout out to my cookies get very stale, though. Oh, okay. Mine said cookies get stale. What you call your thing, Miss Mine? What do you call the flower? Shout out to does entertain. I don't entertain dudes like that. I don't act. Daughters ain't you be listen. What the guy say? Hey, listen, baby. What's you know what I'm saying? Look at baby. What's happening? You know, walked up on the mother. Look at baby. What's happening? He walked up. You arrogant than a motherfucker. What's up? What's up? Shout out to Nancy. It's the wrong set of women you're talking to. This is facts. Yeah, listen. Hey, you want to know something, Nancy? Because this is, and you want to know what's crazy? Is I actually, but here's the thing, right? I do believe there's levels to that. Y'all know that. Levels to femininity always. But I don't believe that women don't talk about who's good in bed and who's not. I believe that is something that women do. Women will say, hey, bro, this nigga dick game is whack. I do not believe that. See, here's the thing, y'all. I'm a pleaser by nature. I don't ever want a woman to not be pleased because I believe that is something. Now, y'all, there was a time when I was a younger man, before I went to prison, I'll never forget. Like, I ain't eating no box. I ain't it's that the third. As you get older, when I was in prison, y'all, I couldn't wait to get out to eat some pussy. I couldn't wait to get out. I said, I'm eating every box. No, I'm just bullshit. Y'all know some of this shit. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh. You know what I'm saying? But the truth, like, you know what I mean? Like nah. But I gotta be honest about some of this stuff too, because it's like, you know what I mean? This shit really happens. You know what I'm saying? This shit really, really happens. This is real life. Shout out to Daughters. Ain't a damn thing off his burning sulfur up now. If I was living that life, that was one thing, but I don't live nor practice that lifestyle. Flat out there. Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Messy Subjects. No, I have never, ever kissed and told, much less gave information for anything more. You crazy. Awesome for believing that all women are capable of talking after receiving the goods of a man. But I do. Okay, maybe not all women. There's no such thing as all. You know that. You know that, Missy Subject. I don't deal with all or every. Remember, that's one of my rules over the channel. No such thing as all or every. I do believe that it happens, though, more often than not. Would you say more often than not that I would be right? Like, if you could, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that more? Would you say you are the? Okay, I think this is fair. Would you say that you are the rule or the exception? That's fair. Would you ladies say that you're the rule or the exception? I wish I could put up a poll. Y'all don't know how to put up a poll. But that's what I would ask. Shout out to May. The younger ones will talk about their men and body parts. Okay, facts. Butterfly nest. No, not all cookies. You still got your stale, but you still have the fresh, crispy batch. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. Shout out to Butterfly Fancy. I've always been a private person. Well, listen. Here's the thing. When you're in the presence of real femininity, and this is what you have, right? I want the women in my chat to understand that, and this is why I always get upset sometimes with people who put themselves in categories that they don't necessarily belong and think that they're speaking for the majority. When in fact, that couldn't be further from the truth. The ladies in my chat, shout out to Fancy, she was 100% correct. This is not that crowd. And I did that, y'all, specifically to ask because I was curious. But if you would ask me to guess realistically, I would have said the majority of the women in my chat would have said, nah, they don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna put a motherfucking business out in the street, you know what I'm saying, and drag it. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean? If indeed it was terrible, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're just going, because here's the thing about us, y'all. A lot of times, men don't really Men can, let me see, how can I say this? We enjoy the conquering. We enjoy the destination is cool, right? For us. Okay, yeah, we got to the destination. Destination was the box. Now, what does she have other than that? You know what I mean? That's right. That's where it's like, okay, she has something, she has some substance to her. She has something that keeps a man intrigued. She provides more than just that. You know what I mean? And the truth be told, a lot of these women today don't. The women in my chat absolutely tend to have that. Y'all, you know what I mean? The ladies in my chat, and you can tell that just because how much y'all support me. So if you support a guy like me and you listen to me, you absolutely have that. That's facts. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. I call it cubic zirconia or sapphire gems. That's a long butterfly, daughter Zion. You do not call your that butterfly gems. That's long, the sapphire gems. Well, you gotta have something just, real quick. Shout out to Messy Subjects. I have never ever been a talker. Maybe I learned this from home because I was taught from home, never tell what or who was enjoyable you had in the bedroom, period, sir. This is for real. Now, I believe that, Messy Subjects. Shout out to you. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. And that's, you know what I mean? It's, you just don't have, a lot of times, y'all, these women today, they're very, very messy. They don't have a problem putting their business on Front Street. They don't have a problem, you know what I'm saying, putting their, you know what I mean, putting their sexual exploits out there for the world, right? It's good to know that there are women out there who move discreetly. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Daughter Zion agrees. She said that part. Shout out to Daughter Zion, Messy Subjects. I would never consider and live to be. I am extremely wise woman that holds great value and respects, not only for myself, but for my man. Drop it. Drop the mic on that, Messy Subjects. You know I like that. Hit the like. Y'all shout out to Fancy. If y'all heard what Fancy said, Fancy said hit the like. Y'all better start listening around this MF. Subscribe if you haven't. Yes, indeed. She is correct. Shout out to Messy Subjects. I really think this is a problem for any woman to put their business on Front Street. Messy Subjects, what did the women of see, here's the thing, y'all. And this is, and their lies takes me to another issue. Where did the ladies go? See, clearly I have a chat of ladies. My question is, where did the ladies go? Where did our ladies go? We had now y'all know we're old enough to understand there were always whores and loose women and harlots and ladies of the night, but those women were a certain group of women. Everybody understood who and what they were and what they did, and you know what I mean, this and the third, and men would go enjoy them, and you know what I'm saying, and then they would go home to their wives and so forth and so on, and you know what I mean, they understood exactly what and who they were. Now, y'all, the line has been blurred, you know what I mean, to the point where a lot of times it's difficult to understand when you're dealing with ladies versus these kinds of women, and this is where men, I think, get messed up because they run into so many women that are unlike the ones that are in my chat. Now they get confused. And so there lies that. Hey, didn't Fancy ask y'all to hit the like? Didn't Fancy ask y'all to hit the like? Why somebody got to ask y'all? Listen, man, listen. I know you want to secret watch. If you're learning something from my content, you like my content, ain't nothing wrong with hitting the like. You don't want to participate? That's cool, too. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you know what I mean? You can secret watch. Hit the like, man. Give a brother a little credit, man. Y'all know I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just a poor black man trying to make it. You know what I mean? I'm just a poor black man just trying to make it. I know a lot of y'all don't like me, and that's okay. But you're not going to see me bend. You're not going to see me fold. You know what I mean? I said, hey, Fancy, did you see that video that I got 744 views and only 14 likes and like people watching my content, but they won't subscribe. You know what I mean? They watching my content, but they won't subscribe. Because a lot of y'all just don't want to see a black man win. But you're not going to have no choice with me because I won't stop. I'll die before I quit. That's the difference between me and a lot of guys that you know. Shout out to May. My father told me, never let your husband go hungry because he will always get the fast food. Shout out to your pops, man. I like that. Shout out to your pops. I like that a lot. Shout out to Messy Subjects. There are still beautiful, intelligent women in this world that hasn't been contaminated by views and others. This is facts, Messy Subjects. It's just the numbers are dwindling, but you're definitely right. Shout out to Ray Niche. Ray Niche in the house. Everybody make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all appreciate Ray Niche, indeed. Shout out to They Just Looking. Yeah, that's facts. They Just Looking. Butterfly Nest. You need to get monetized. Yeah, they trying to hold me up, Butterfly Nest. They don't really want to see me win, but like I said, it don't matter. They come in as slow as they want, but it's gonna happen because there's nobody realer than me on YouTube. There's a bunch of cornballs for the most part. There's a few guys that I like, you know what I'm saying, that are not. It is a few guys that I like, you know what I mean. But the majority of these guys, please, Messy Subjects, I am all the way woman with high standards, morals, and integrity. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Speaking of that, yo, we did yesterday top 3 male vocalists of all time. Top 3 women vocalists of all time right now, y'all. And here they are. I don't want nobody to disagree with me if we're going to fall out. Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Minnie Riperton. What's y'all 3? Just give Awesome his credit right now. There's no need to. Now, who y'all got? We did the males yesterday, and I was right as usual. Shout out to Daughter Zion. Messy Subjects, that part. My temple is my home, and I with top quality. Go ahead, Daughter Zion. Patti LaBelle. Yes, Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle's a great artist. She's not them. She's not them fancy. And I love Patti. I love Patti. I do. Lord, I do. I used to rehearse my lines 1,000 times until I got them memorized. It's not the fan. But I get up the nerve to tell you the words. They never seem to come out right. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you. That's Patti. Woo, Patti. That's Patti. Yes, indeed, Miss Patti. You better say her name with some respect around this month. Shout out to Messy Subjects. I really like the fact of whomever said don't let your man go hungry. There's an absolute chef in the comments. Speaking Messy Subjects. Talk that talk. Shaka Khan. Okay, so who you got fancy? Okay, you got Shaka Khan. You got Patti. Those are solid top 3. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, I like the. Who you got, Ray? Mine is Minnie. Yeah, people don't know. But listen, I remember my mama putting on Minnie Riperton when I was a kid. Y'all, she would sit right there in the living room, and we had a radio. You know what I'm saying? And I remember her playing that cassette. I remember that. And she had one of y'all listen. Minnie Riperton had one of her vocals and her ability to hit those notes. If you don't know about Minnie Riperton, y'all get here, man. If you don't know about Minnie Riperton, you know what I mean, get here. Like just a phenomenal singer. Just phenomenal. And Aretha is and then Whitney. Just oh my God. God, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I'm not a person that gets sad when celebrities pass. I'm not. When Whitney died, y'all, I was in Houston. I had to go down there to take care of some business. And I went down to Houston, y'all. I meet up with these people. And I'm down there and I'm sitting on my homeboy couch. And that's where the news came in when I found out I was in Houston. Y'all, that hit me different. I was sad. I was sad. And I'm never really sad for the death of, I'm not saying I wish death on people, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Well, my enemies. You know what I mean? I do. Let me beg it, because I'm lying. Because I do wish death on my enemies. You know, stuff like that. You know. And I wish I could be the one to precipitate it. You know, all of that, right? But y'all, when I heard that Whitney passed, that was genuinely a rough day for me. And never met that woman a day in my life. However, I just had so much respect for her resiliency and her strength. And then, y'all, I found out some real stories that, in truth, it's really happened. Bobby really had got into a drug debt and some real problems. Guess who showed up and bailed that nigga out with a bag full of money? I don't know if y'all know that. Bobby was really in trouble with some real street niggas, and they was gonna kill Bobby. Is anybody familiar with this story? Somebody call me a liar in the chat if I'm lying. Or if you're familiar with this story, y'all, put it out there. And so that really is what adorned me to Whitney even more, knowing that she would go that far for her man. Like Whitney was a rider. And so I had so much respect for her in that regard. It was really a shame to see what became of her daughter. I was not pleased about that either. You know what I mean? You see these things, y'all, you know, but with Whitney passing really bothered me. I was not happy about that at all. Shout out to D and how Minnie Riperton died young. She did. How old was she, mine? She was very young. Wasn't she? How old was she? Put in the chat. I know she was very young. Shout out to definitely. Okay, you got Whitney Houston. Butterfly Nest got two of mine. She got Butterfly Nest, got Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin. You see, my got Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, and Keke White. Keke White is in this conversation. I can see you putting Anita Baker in here. Keke White is a better singer than Aretha Franklin. Anita Baker would tell you she can't out sing Aretha. I don't know. Keke White is in this conversation though. I'm gonna have to go listen to some of her. But that's a hell of a list. Shout out to Whitney. Butterfly Nest, you got two. Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin. You only got two. Give me one more. Let me see. Fancy said definitely Whitney Houston. So, but Fancy, why you didn't put them all in there 3 times, all at one time, so I could see them all together? Shout out to Brandon. I do love Anita. Let me see. On the Deep Range, and Mariah is in the conversation. I would say Mariah's in the conversation. Yeah, she got something to say. She definitely got something to say. Shout out to Messy Subjects. My expertise is cooking, and I'm the chef. I'm the one. It's one. Oh, I should. Hey, Messy Subject, Papa. Hey, how can you say? Let me talk your shit. Talk your shit. She said one of my absolute best attributes. Go ahead, speak on it, sister. My Minnie Riperton died young. Right, goddamn, great evening. Great evening, D. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you. After I found out what death actually meant, I stopped going to funerals. Yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of them. A lot of times they for the living though, and you know, a lot of times we just like, you know what, we gotta go because, you know, we feel that pressure to go. I think that's what Whitney grew up in Jersey, my home state. Shout out to her godmother was Diane Ward, right? She come from, her mother was a singer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, everybody, let me see, wouldn't care if my family leaves the physical form. I don't attend funerals for nobody. But then long they know that's how you roll, daughter Zion, then they shouldn't expect you. They shouldn't be, don't be surprised when daughter Zion ain't there because she said she ain't coming, mama. Shout out to my daughter that said the same thing. You stated awesome that she went through when Whitney's back. Yeah, messy subject. It was really, really different. And I'm a very, very hard man, y'all. That, you know what I mean? But it was just, I don't know why her death affected me in that way. Never met her, never knew her. But like I said, I believe that I had so much respect for her, you know what I mean, and the woman that she was. Now, I didn't like that Bodyguard video, y'all, that Bodyguard movie. I did not like that, I'll be honest with y'all. That would probably be the only thing that I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, that she did. However, but, barring that, yeah, I was absolutely, and I didn't hold it against her for the most part, because I think Whitney was just great, and I hated to see her leave. Let me see here. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. Whitney and Prince's death was heartbreaking. Yeah, Prince, and it's a funny thing, Butterfly Nest. Prince's death, and listen, I'm a Prince. That's my, if you ask me to name my top 5 artists, probably top 3, he ain't him. I don't know why I heard it was weird. It was really, really weird. Maybe because I had just saw Bobby Brown. He was live at the Fox in Detroit when it happened. And then all of a sudden, that. I'm not sure. But however it did, it still does. I thought she was very talented. Shout out to just love Bobby, but she was using drugs way before Bobby, but they blame Bobby. That's his facts, man. And I'm so glad you mentioned that, because Bobby got a lot of blame from that. People still hate Bobby to this day. And he didn't deserve that. Like you said, she was already off into a lifestyle. Her vocals were deteriorating. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? This was not, y'all, when she sung I Believe in Miracles? What's this, what's the movie, y'all, she did with Denzel? You know what I mean? And when not only was Whitney a damn good, was she a great vocalist? You know what I mean? She was a very, very, very good actress. Just talk about range. Shout out to Whitney, man. And Bobby took a lot of blame in that regard, and it was not fair. Now, life is not fair for a man. A man should never ask for fair. You know what I mean? Fair is a place where they judge pigs. So you should never think in terms of fair. You know what I mean? However, yeah, that was definitely not a good look. And they wanted to blame Bobby for a lot of her choices. And that was not, because Bobby was the easy, I think, scapegoat, because people automatically assume Bobby, he a bad boy. You know what I mean? Ain't no, it's my prerogative. You know what I'm saying? And, left New Edition and, all of that old stuff. And you know what I mean? He got a history of, whoopty whoop. And so it's like, oh, okay, it's easy to make that connection. Wholesome girl, you know what I mean? Out the church, get with a bad boy, it's his fault. Yeah, it was not quite that. It was not that easy. And I'm glad you mentioned that. Shout out to as usual, you get it. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Minnie was very young upon her passing. I don't think Minnie made it to 40. Me either, Messy Subjects. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going on a limb, I think she was 36. I think she was 36. Shout out to Rainish. I love how we are like a family, having a conversation at a family. Yeah, Rainish, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. That's, what I'm saying. That's what this chat is. And that's why I say, that's why I don't mind it being like this. I don't mind it being small like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we add people, you know what I mean? And, people, you know what I mean? And, this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Yeah, trolls come in, pop in here and there, but you can't really troll me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really give a fuck what you say. You know what I'm saying? You can't hurt me about shit. I'm bulletproof, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I will never, ever, I don't show weakness or vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell my people about what's going on in terms of, like moments, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, where there's trying times, because that's part of my story. But yeah, I don't go around trauma dumping and shit, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what none of these motherfuckers say. Shout out to, and I appreciate that, Rainish, you know what I'm saying? You being here means a lot to me. You could be anywhere on a Friday night, you know what I'm saying, at 9 o'clock, and I appreciate you for being in here with us. Shout out to Fancy. Did you work out today? No, I did not, Fancy. I did not. I took, like I said, I spent the day, taking care of Gizmos. Y'all saw it this morning. And then I took her, all I did was do the walk. I just walked, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at myself in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? In the other mirror, You know what I mean? When I saw, because I looked in the bathroom. I said, boy, you looking kind of hard, boy. You looking like one of them African warriors a little bit, bro. You know, you almost looking like, looking like the old Awesome. Let me find out, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be looking like the old Awesome. But yeah, I'm going to do something tomorrow, though. Yeah, y'all going to see me do something tomorrow. I'm going to definitely get in something tomorrow. Shout out to May. Minnie Ribbons died at 31. Wow, I thought it was 36, man. But from the Stephanie Mills, is not in the greatest vocalist of all time conversation, but she's definitely one of the best vocalists ever. Wait a minute, that make any sense? Yeah, because we're talking about all time. Like, that would be Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Type. But she's top 10. And I still, you know what I mean? Top 10, top 15. I'll tell y'all who else is in this category. She's not these girls, but I got to give that white girl some credit, y'all. Christina Aguilera and Tina Marie. She got something to say. She got something to say. Etta James definitely got something to say. You know what I'm saying? You can't even have one of these conversations. You know what I'm saying, without Etta James. Let me see. Stephanie Mills. Anita was one. B to TTG. The old time great. TOTG. Anita was one. BOTG. The old time great. Put that in there again, Messy Subjects. I want to make sure I'm reading your quote correctly. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Stephanie Mills was another one. One of the old greatest, and so was Luther Van. Yeah, that's his fact. Yeah, we talked about Luther yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There was a different level of singing. You know what I'm saying? You had people that really had talent. You know what I'm saying? And you really had to understand. The Preacher's Wife. Thank you, man. That was the name of that movie. Thank you. That was the name of that movie. That was it. Preacher's Wife. Whitney said in one of her interviews that she introduced Bobby Brown to drugs. Wow, I didn't know that, Messy Subjects. I did not know that. So it was wow. I did not know that. I did. Interesting. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of, right. And he got most of the blame too. Shout out to Daughter Zion. They were all blessed with beautiful gifts, yet they never protected their gifts. They let the devil take control and devour their gifts. That's very important, Daughter Zion. That's very important. I'll tell y'all something else too. My daughter's mother could sing. I remember one day, y'all, she was in the shower and I'm walking by and I heard her in the bathroom, but I thought it was the radio. And it wasn't until I put my ear to the door and I opened the door, she was singing. Then she got shy. She had a beautiful voice. And this is when things were different, y'all. I'm like, listen, and she could write, she could draw. I'm like, listen, I'll put some money behind you. I know the people. Like, I'll get you a producer. Besides, it's not like it's hard to get on now with the internet. Just try. She never tried. And she ended up between the smoking cigarettes and, you know what I mean, the other things she was doing, you know what I mean, the drugs and stuff like that. The creator took her voice. She's nowhere near, her voice is nowhere near as beautiful as it was. It's not. She had a very nice voice. Very nice voice. But that is what, shout out to what Daughters of Zion is saying. When you don't take care of your gifts that the Creator give you, when you don't nurture them, he believes that you don't want them. And so he's like, okay, well, since you don't want it, don't worry about it. And that's how that go. Shout out to Daughters of Zion for making that point. Butterfly Nest, that's who I picked to. And let me see. Butterfly Nest, that's who I picked to with her little fine self. Message said, okay, that's between y'all. Let me see. Yes, Butterfly Nest. This chat is always fun. Great. We appreciate you. Fancy's having a great time. Absolutely. We appreciate you, Fancy. We be having a little time over here. We just be chilling. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Oh, Toombs is not in here. She probably working. Shout out to Messy Subjects. I saw Anita Baker in concert, and it was a fun deal. Fun deal? It was a deal. I'm not sure what that say. Fun deal. She played everything. She had vocally upon her stage. Messy Subjects. Did she play any? She played everything. She played instruments. Let me see. Shout out to Fancy. Your eyes were different on your other YouTube channel. Were they fancy? How did they look? How did they look? How were my eyes? Different in what way? Shout out to Butterfly Nest. I'm eating a shrimp and crab boil with the works. So good. Tap me in, Butterfly Nest. Tap me in. You know what I want? I wanted to make one, but I couldn't. I got the stuff too. I wanted to make one, but you know what I'm saying? Can't afford one. But I got this for whenever I got it just sitting. I sure can't wait to let me quit doing that. Free, but they ain't paying me no check to. But y'all already know that though. But yeah, y'all, I wanted to do one. Fancy, when she was over here, mentioned that she don't like crustaceans. She don't like shrimp. Fancy's a weirdo. Shout out to Fancy. Shout out to Fancy. Shout out to Fancy. Let me see, man. Minnie Riperton was married to a white guy. That's her daughter on SNL. Man. What? I did not know that, man. Minnie, say it ain't so, Minnie. Oh, Minnie. Fancy. Don't go back to that awesome. Don't go back to what? Don't go back to what, Fancy? The other channel? No, I can't even get in it. You know what I'm saying? No, this is where we at. I don't even know how to get back in that thing. Besides, that thing been so old. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. Butterfly Nest, yeah. She can sing. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Anita Baker. Anita Baker played everything. Had vocals. Leah up on stage. I repeated myself again because computer changed the world. Okay, I got you, Messy Subjects. I got you. Let me see, Ray these. Alicia Fisher. I said, okay. Okay, Rainiers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. I do remember Lisa Fisher. I do. Shout out to Mrs. Anita Baker. One of the greatest all time. Y'all, I don't maybe when me and Fancy do another me and Fancy and I do another live, we can do because I really want to break that interview down that R. Kelly did. Well, hey, man, hey, Fancy, we'll reenact it. You be Gail asking some questions, and I'll be R. Kelly. Oh man, you ask the same questions, Fancy, and then I'll do the question answers. Oh my God, man. This is my life. Hey bro, I have no idea. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Man. This is why being rich does not matter. Because a lot of times if you're not able to listen to the people around you, I'm sure his lawyers, his advisors, and just trusted people told him don't do this interview. I would have never ever let him do this interview. And this is why you have advisors and people to really, really depend on, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't put yourself in this position. There's no way you do this interview if you're him. It was the worst look ever. It was y'all, that Saturday Night Live skit that they did, y'all, is classic. Y'all go back and look at that Saturday Night Live skit that they did with R. Kelly. You ever want to laugh? Look at that R. Kelly skit that they did in Saturday Night Live. It was absolutely something he should not have done. Shout out to Miss Subjects, Anita Baker, one of the greatest, one of the old time greatest. This is Anita's at this table. Anita got something to say at this table. She can sit with the big dogs. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Everybody was coming for Whitney. Okay, I got that one. Has Patty been brought up? Yes, ratings. Patty was brought up. Patty LaBelle has definitely been brought up. Stephanie Mills is fine. Yes, she was definitely but you need some Old Bay. Yes, I ain't got no money for no dang on. Listen, shoot. That's gonna be sitting for a while. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, they better not let me get them foods there. Y'all gonna see me cooking like y'all, also got the foods, damn. This nigga got a porterhouse steak. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Daughter Zion, yeah, biblically, if you don't cover and honor what Most High gives you, do not forget the devil will steal your gift. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You definitely gotta take care of what you get. Shout out to Fancy. They're unclean and can cause plenty of health problems. I don't eat roaches of the sea or aliens of the sea. It's not food. Fancy does not like, she mentioned that. She does not like shrimp. She does not like crab. I think those are the only two, lobsters or anything like that. Well, just let me get yours, Fancy. Don't just put yours on my plate. Don't worry about it. You can eat the corn and the potato. Hey, Fancy, we give you a corn and the potato. Shout out to May. Ron Isley used to be married to Angela Winbush. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know. Dang, man, you put me in. I do remember Angela Winbush. I did not know that. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. YouTube pay according to watch time, so you need to stay consistent. Well, I try to put this stuff out, Butterfly Nest. I really, really do. And I would like to be, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I would love to be able to get something from YouTube, you know what I mean? You know, because that would be a blessing. You know what I mean? And I'm so far away from it, I think, like, because, you know what I mean? I don't really know what I'm doing, so I just really put the stuff out. Y'all know I'm just not going to lie and say anything just for likes and clicks and views, and I just ain't cut like that. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to say anything I don't believe. I'm not going to be a phony. I'm not going to turn into what people want me to be, and that's why I got my core audience, and I'm going to stick with my core audience. And you know what I'm saying? I believe that you cannot please everybody anyway. So, you know what I mean? Like, here's the thing, y'all. If y'all see me switch up, y'all gonna be like, that ain't him. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna reject me. You know what I mean? Like, cause y'all gonna be like, man, this nigga, now all of a sudden he's not who he was. We always could at least count on him to be himself. And now all of a sudden he's not himself. So, you know, and so that's why I say you better off just being the man that God wants you to be, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, staying true to, you know, your beliefs. I'm not going to never drag my own people, you know what I mean, to get on. And that's just what it is. And so whatever it is and however long it takes, it's just how long it takes. You know what I mean? I don't have no control over that, but I do have control over how I present myself, you know what I'm saying? I put my story out here, you know what I mean? And, you know, just let it do what it do. Shout out to Messy Subject. I told y'all, like, I gatekeep though. Like, I was supposed to get on the a real big show, and somebody blocked me, y'all. Y'all know who it is too. Y'all know who it is too, and I know it because, well, I know it. Like, I know it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? They blocked me. And I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can only hold me back for so long. Shout out to Butterfly Nest, YouTube headquarters to Ross. Okay, yeah, I got that. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Hey, awesome, no shade, but you can really talk. My family has always told me that I'm a talker, but black man, you have me beat for real. Yeah, Messy Subjects. Well, that's kind of the no. I don't take no shade in it. That's what I have to, because here's the thing: if I don't give y'all something, like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing, I don't have a task. So you know what I mean? I have to keep y'all engaged. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? And give y'all my time and, you know, put my best foot forward and show y'all, you know, kind of what my life looked like. Cause that's the nature of the business. Or, you know, as I see it, I only talk, you know, now here's the funny part though. You caught me, you know, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? You know, it wasn't really nothing, because I was, like I say, it was a different time and I was in the, you know, different things. So, you know, and I still don't speak on, you know, a lot of people and things and places and, you know, stuff like that. I speak to my life and the things that, you know, and the things that, you know, have been wrapped up. But yeah, I don't take as no shade, Messy Subjects. You don't never have to say that, because I know you don't mean no shade. I definitely know that. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. R. Kelly did some bad stuff, but he has so much talent. Love that man, boys. Yeah, yes, very, very talented. Very, very talented. Very talented singer, writer, composer. They said, which is the funny part about y'all, they said according to everybody, y'all, they said he can't even read. You know what I mean? Or at least he couldn't at that particular point in time, which makes his rise so much more impressive in the fact that he couldn't read. And man, you know, this is why we have to stop hero worshiping. We do a lot of that in our community. We lift up athletes and entertainers, you know what I'm saying, when we shouldn't. We lift these people and put them on pedestals, and then when they let us down, we're shocked. And should not be that way. Shout out to Ray Niche. It's Gizmos. Yes. She was already really relatively. That when she gets really fussy, y'all have noticed that she's already fussy. she got a bad attitude, and then when she gets extra fussy, she's really trying to fight to sleep because she really don't want to miss nothing. So if I just give her a bottle, you know what I mean, and just cut the light off, she don't even need a night light. She's never needed a. She's very independent in that regard. She never needed a nunu, which is a pacifier. She never really took to that, and she never needed a night light. Like if I turn the light off and give her a bottle, she gonna fuss for a minute. But you know what I'm saying, she gonna self-soothe and then she gonna pass out. Plus she had already eaten too. So it was just a matter of time. And I was gonna, and she had a hell of a day too. I was gonna get her a bath, but it seemed like she was in such a good mood. I wanted to relax her, but she really wasn't. She was already, she was already in good mood. So I just, let her lay down. Shout out to Daughter's Eye, fancy. Yeah, shark and barracudas have fins and scales and are very high in protein, magnesium, potassium, very great eats. I've never had either, Daughter Zion. Shout out to El Cheapo. I want some. What you want, El Cheapo? What you want? Shout out to Miss Toom. I just asked about you. I said because somebody had mentioned that we like a little family. I said, where's Toombs at? And I mentioned that and he just taught you up. Hey, beautiful, what's happening? Shout out to Fancy. Shout out to, okay, y'all, everybody shout you out. That's Toombs. So, hey, messy subjects. Let me see. Hey, girl, let me see messy subjects. Hey, Toombs, you missed the question. And I'm going to put it back in there. I said, listen, I believe that women going to tell when they get some bad dick. I said, listen, y'all the types that's going to say, you know what I mean? Girl, I gave that nigga some of this boxing. He know what to do. I go, that nigga, listen. And then when they get mad, the first thing they going to do is, lip dick nigga, weak dick nigga, nah fucking ass nigga, ass, you know what I'm saying? And so I was putting that out there, and then all of the ladies in the chat, well, I'm not going to tell you what they said, but I want to know, have you ever put a man's business out there when he didn't perform? You know what I'm saying? Did you ever put him on the flow? Shout out to Messy Subjects. Hey, Fancy. I'm like, awesome. You can just give me your lobster, crab, catfish, shrimp. Just send on my plate. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with her. Hey, I'm with Messy Subject. Don't worry about it, Fancy. We'll take care of that for you. So you don't even have to worry about it. Let me see. Our other ladies are here. And you know what's crazy? Messy Subjects. I actually, according to my blood type, I'm not even supposed to eat it. I say, yeah, well, oh well. I'm having my adult beverage. Y'all, it's been a day. What you drinking? Toombs? What are you drinking? Where you at? Our other ladies are here. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Shout out to Butterfly Nest. Not really. I don't have to be big. Let me see. Not really. You don't have to be big to get monetized. Let me see. When they drop money at the bottom means you can send super chats. Okay. Well, a lot of times the Butterfly Nest, what the ladies do is they post my Cash App and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Which is love. Which they don't even have to do. And I've had blessings from the ladies in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely been a blessing. You ladies have definitely helped me get through some very, very rough patches. I don't know what I would have did without you black women for sure. Who blocked you? I won't say, Toombs, because here's the thing, I might need to cross that bridge at another point. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely got blocked though. I definitely got blocked. And my position is this, Toombs, if you really think, you know what I mean, if you really think so low of me, then why don't you, and you think that my points are not valid, then why don't you let me on and then you can cook me? You see what I'm saying? But this is how I know that really just you be talking, because you really don't want a nigga like me to really get in front of, to really get a larger audience, because you know what's gonna happen. So if my position is, if you really think that you know what I'm saying, if what I have to say is so invalid, or I'm so stupid, or I'm such a bum and loser, and you know what I'm saying, I'm shelter recipient, or I use my daughter, I don't take care of her, and I'm hurting her, or whatever you think, put me on the panel and then cook me. Yeah, we see what they trying to do. You don't want no smoke with Awesome. You don't want no smoke. But that's all. I'm gonna get them, y'all. Don't you worry about it. Shout out to Brother Toombs. Awesome. Who asked I got a kick in? I'm the smoke tonight.
It's been a day that awesome. Who asked I got a kick? I'm the one. I'm with the smoke tonight. It's been a day today. No, Mr. We just gonna wait because let me tell you something. We gonna beat them. We gonna checkmate their ass. You better believe it. But we gonna win. Believe that. And I'm always give it out. Listen, man, my women, my women put me in position. I always tell people when you're on, this is why I'll never tell you because anything, we might be small over here now, but I'm saying to tell you, when your own people put you in position, ain't no losing. When your own people put you in position, we're gonna be all right. But it's rough now. It'll be all right. God damn it, y'all. It's oh, fucker. Hey, y'all, fancy seeing me kill a roach with my hand. She was mortified when she was over. Let me see. They don't want no smoke with you. Let me see. I'm late coming in, but I'm here. That's okay. We appreciate you for being here. Yeah, what you drinking on? What you drinking on, Toombs? That's the subject. No shade, black man. You for not. Let me see, black man. You for not have to explain yourself when it comes to you being a talker. Much love. You know, I really enjoy your commentary too. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But I like to tell y'all though. I do, because once again, I'm able to I'm able to kill some time by telling you, Missy Subjects, I'm drinking a little white wine. Shout out to a lady. That's a lady. Stevie Wonder can't see, but listen to the lyrics that he's written. Super tough. Him, Rachel. Can y'all imagine? Just Lord have mercy. Butterfly nest. Yes, auntie. Let's see. I wanted to lose my job today, y'all. Was it that rough? Was it that rough, Toombs? Awesome, it's been a stressful day. Yeah. What happened? Tell Daddy all about it. Just put your head. Hey, Toom, put your head right there. Lay your head on my pillow. Who is that, Fancy? Y'all know about no Raphael Sadiq, man. Y'all know about no Raphael Sadiq. Appreciate the hearts. She's been a stressful day, though. Zion Barracuda is the greatest eating very noise. I'm gonna have to try that one day when I get some money. Let me see. I slept through that question. What's up? Where you been at, Cheapo? What question you slept through? Yeah. Answer the question, Cheapo. And I'm still waiting on Toombs to answer. Fancy, Cheapo on the Reddit. Y'all have to answer. Yeah, this is facts. I'm still waiting on answers. Yes, I have done that to a member. Thank you, Toombs. Thank you. That's all. Now, thank you. Thank you, Toombs. And listen, this is why you got to be a beast in the bed. You know, this is why you got to be a beast. Because women going to drag you. They going to talk about your ass like a dog. Fuck, boy. I gave that nigga some pussy. He ain't know what to do. And you know it hurts y'all when women get to talk about this shit. Little dick nigga. Shrimp dick nigga. Hey, Toom. You know I ain't lying. God gave that nigga some pussy. He was whipped. Girl, I gave that nigga some of that juice box. They don't like what I call it juice box, Toombs. They have much classier names. But I ain't a classy nigga. I ain't a classy nigga. Shout out to, Let me see. Awesome, I'm drinking. Carlos Rosie. That sounds fancy. He reading like a third grader again. You was a hater, Fancy. I've literally been doing a good job reading. At least I thought. Shout out to Mike for dropping the cash app. I appreciate you. Shout out to Toombs. I'm going to bless with some money as well. Let me get these bills up. Oh, thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Whatever. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Whatever you do is a blessing according to your blood type. Awesome. Do you have high cholesterol that you shouldn't be even? Hell, I don't even know. You know what's crazy message? No, I do not. Blood pressure is great. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where they come out? Who said that? Who said what? Who said what, Toombs? El Cheapo. What is his blood type? Dog. Dog, cheapo. Motherfucking dog. You bring the dog out of me. Hey. You bring the dog out of awesome. You bring the dog out of nigga. That's why I tell her. That's why I tell her. That's why I tell a bitch when I grab by the throat, y'all. You bring the dog out of nigga, bitch. Come here. I'll kill him. Come here. Yo, when I get doing that, it's like my daddy. My daddy get to biting that tongue. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know, motherfucker. Let me see. That's my blood type dog, cheapo. Motherfucking dog. You're an amazing father and provider. Period. Cheapo, you being sweet. Toombs, you being sweet. Father, Lord have mercy. I'm providing as best as I can. Thank you so much. Lay your head on my shoulder. Chat. No, I'm a beast, messy subjects. I don't lay my head on a woman's shoulder. I'm a beast of a man. Shout out to the little emojis on the side. I'm a beast of a man. I don't lay my head on no woman's shoulder. I'm a hard nigga. I'm hard in this motherfucker. Shout out to sleeping through my hunger. Yeah, I know you trying to get that weight off, baby. That's what I'm saying. That's how you gonna do it. That's how you gonna do it. You gotta burn while you sleep. Shout out to me. Awesome. You better make sure Toombs ain't married. Talk about lay your head on my. This is facts. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, no. Toombs ain't married. I think she mentioned that. You right too, man. I didn't think of that. Toombs, you ain't married, is you? No, Toombs did have somebody she was dealing with. That's why she was gone all that time. She don't talk about she just came. Toombs had a nigga. I know. Listen, I'm a nigga out the street. I know. Toombs had her a nigga. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Put the motherfucking whatever them things is on the side, them faces. So, yeah, I'm just back. Yeah, I know you back. Yeah, I know you was back and forth. Yeah, I know it. Shout out to Leah, may she rest. Let me see. Shout out Cheapo. Oh, I told the nigga he was small. He still hurt to this day. Ooh, Cheapo, you told him to his face? Oh, God, that shit hurt. I ain't never been told that. Now, I ain't saying I'm like 10, y'all, but I'm like a Snickers. I'm satisfied around this motherfucker. I'm like a Snickers, you know what I'm saying? Not the size, you know what I'm saying, but I'm like a nigga like a Snickers. You know what I'm saying? I get the hunger pains out your motherfucking ass. I'm saying. Yiki. Shout out to Fancy Liz. I'm getting all type of emergency. I have had a guy. Let me see. I've had a day, guys. Honestly, what's wrong, baby? What's wrong? They do damn patience and shit. Damn patience. Shout out to Message says, remember, not all women speak what goes on in bed. This is facts. This is true. Shout out to Loretta. I'm still being honest about my shit. My mouth is lethal. I bet it is. Hey, Toombs. I bet it is. I bet it is. Shout out to Bessie Subjects. Thank you. I'm so glad to be home. And Cherry, y'all, we glad to have you. El Cheapo. No, put it back in there. No, stand on it, Cheapo. Don't try to. You see what I'm saying? See, Cheapo do that. She gonna put some shit in the chat and then want to try to bag up off it. No, stand on it, Cheapo. I'm drinking that shit E40 rap about. Okay. Shout out to Bessie Subjects. Well, no offense, awesome, but according you fancy statement, you are reading my comments like you have a problem with reading. I'm a great reader. Thank you very much. Y'all got all this mouth. Let me show y'all something, man. I'm a beast. It's not my fault y'all cannot write. All right? Y'all got them silly ass comments. A beast of a man like me ain't got time to be. This is The Fall of America by Elijah Muhammad. I've never read this. I'm just flipping through. Let me take it. I'm going to read the last paragraphs. Think it over. Millions of us working, fighting, dying at your hand and others for over 400 years without a home which we can call our own, not being allowed to worship our God, religion, nor having unity amongst self and our kind without being charged with the worst of crimes, subservience, sedation, treason, and seeking to overthrow the government by by force. Through we have no arms to do such, just to have an excuse for your persecuting and to seek to kill the same poor, final 400-year-old slave. Hear that? I sound like motherfucking what's that black man, the motherfucker from the Lion King? What's motherfucking Bernard Jason? Come on, y'all. Motherfucker who did the Lion King? Black man, with the voice. James Earl Jones around this motherfucker. Quit playing with me. You better get it together, fancy. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Also, you better make sure Toombs ain't married. Next subject. I'm tricking E40. Okay, I got that. Toombs said I'm single. Awesome, quit playing. I'm single as a Pringle. Single as, ooh, wait. Look at that cheap all talking about she screaming. Let me see. I'm going to eat some watermelon. Hello, ass nigga. I'm a mother. Yeah, I'm a mother. I'm a Snickers around this mother. Who's this? Oh shit, sugar bum in this mother. Getting ready to go out. Where you going at? You ain't got no man taking you nowhere. Hey, sugar bum, you ain't got no man taking you nowhere. Where that rich nigga take you know you taking yourself out. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Awesome, yeah. You're much familiar with Toon's move because at one time you were missing in action and came back and y'all black counterparts smart enough. We got it. This is fact. Yeah, listen, I know she disappeared. Listen, I'm out the street. Messy Subjects. I'm a nigga who really, listen. You can't get, it's a reason I ain't dead. It's not luck. Not lethal like, let me see. Shout out to Toombs. Not lethal like that. You got Joe. No, you do. Because listen, I know you had a nigga. You disappeared because you had a nigga. That's what you did. That's what you did. You had a nigga. Shout out to Cheapo. Do you like cashews or pistachios? Nobody cares what Cheapo likes. Shout out to Sugar Bum. Sugar Bum, let's see. Hey, Cheapo. Sugar Bum in the house. Hey, Sugar Bum. Let me see. That you can help during your weight loss. Okay, that'll help her. Fancy, yes, I need to go to the store. What you gonna get from the store? Or somebody gets some pistachios and hey, Sugar Bump, Messy Subjects, please time out. We are not asking you to prove your reading skills, black man. You don't have to embarrass yourself. Yeah, you heard me do it. So now, mouth. Shout out to Miss Toombs. Did you see that post I put on my Facebook page? Awesome. About the dude. He has a real issue with black women. I ate his ass up with my mouth. He was trash, especially his thought process. No, I didn't. I'm gonna look at, another black man who just hate black women. I always tell these guys, I say, listen, man, you is a weak nigga, bro. Because here's the thing. I want you to understand something. Your problem is not black women. Your problem is you a hoe ass nigga. That's your biggest problem. And on top of that, you have a Western women's mindset. This is not specific to black women. It's not. I just hate when black women are the ones that continue to be continue to be dragged, when in truth, any woman gonna listen, man, if you a hoe ass nigga, you're gonna have problems with women. Period. It doesn't matter whether you're a rich hoe ass nigga or poor hoe ass nigga. You're gonna have problems with women because in the end, they only see you. That's what they see you as. They see you as a bag, a means to an end, some dick. You don't provide any value to her. She doesn't look up to you. She doesn't admire you. And here's the thing, every woman should look to a man. This is why I keep telling y'all, my channel is for the masculinity, upliftment, and self-esteem of black men. Why? So that way they can begin to regain their places so that women can then look upon them in a different light. You have to take it. But yes, you complaining about black women is not going to get these women to change. It's a bad look. It makes you look weak. It makes you look like, and I'm gonna tell you how other women of other races look at you. They look at you as a nigga who don't have his house under control. So what they begin to say is, nigga, you couldn't even get respect over there. That's how they look at you. And so it's a bad look. I'm gonna look at that, cheapo. Yeah, it's definitely a bad look. Oh no, that's you, Toombs. Yeah, that's you, Toombs. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking at it. Hey, Sapphire. Sugar Bomb. I'm curling my Sugar Bomb talking about I'm curling my wig. Hey, Sugar Bomb. Hey, you wearing that witchcraft? You got that foundation on? Fancy called it witchcraft. I learned that from Fancy, y'all. I swear to God, I love when she said that. That's what that foundation is witchcraft. She was 100% right. Shout out to Fancy for that. When you women wear that face, listen, dig this here. Quit trying to cover them craters in y'all faces. Let a nigga see them craters. Trying to act like your skin all smooth with them filters. You know goddamn well you ain't that pretty. Talking about you a dime. Bitch, please. You wish. Shout out to El Cheapo, not JP. Got you trolling Sugar Bum. Yeah, I be on Sugar Bum, but see, Sugar Bum be on my head. Sugar Bum be on my head. Sugar Bum be on my head. El Cheapo. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Toombs, don't get awesome all worked up with making a statement that you're single. Well, you know what I mean? Listen, hey, listen. I'm a beast. It's hard to get a beast of a man worked up because I'm already worked up. I never work down. Shout out to Sugar Bum. I don't need money when I go out. Yes, you do. Ain't nobody paying for your goddamn drinks all night. Who you think you is? Chelsea Clinton? Shout out to Real Tons that made subjects. I had shit going on and not with a man. He tripping. Mm-hmm. She had a nigga. Shout out to Tubes. He thought I would give him my number for me to cook for home. I was like, nigga, I'm not sure. Who? What you told you could have cooked the nigga a home cooked meal? Who you think you is? Chelsea Clinton? You better get your ass in there and cook for a real nigga. Get your ass in that get your ass in that motherfucking kitchen. I'd hit you on that fucking that motherfucking kitchen. Fucking that kitchen, get something going in that motherfucker. And I better smell it and it better smell good in this motherfucker real soon around this motherfucker. What about the cough? They didn't address her cough, Sugar Bum. You talking about Gizmo? The cough she had, they didn't give her nothing for that. They said it's got to run its course. But it's been several weeks, so I don't know. And y'all, that potato, onions, black people shit ain't working. So I don't know. Witchcraft. Yeah, she called it. Fancy called it because when you don't see what a woman looks like, she called it witchcraft because you put that foundation on your face and you done covered everything up and nobody knows what you look like. It's witchcraft. That's what she was saying. Sugar Bomb is mine. Let me see. Messy Subjects, Loretta. You know how awesome it is he believed that he knows or thinks he knows what's really going on when it comes to women, period. This is fake. You know I know what's going on. I know y'all. One thing about me, I know women. Y'all want to know why? Because I know myself. I'm a beast in the game. Like, I'm a beast. I'm a real full-fledged beast. I've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? In terms of I've been used, I've been played, I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been left, and you know what I mean? I've been dragged, and like I say, but here's the thing. That's not a thing that's specific to black women. Any woman gonna dog a fuck boy. So stop trying to lay this shit at the feet of black women. It's not. And you a fuck boy if all you do is blame black women for your problems. I don't want no guys over here unless you're trying to uplift your masculinity. You like, you know what, bro? Maybe I need to get manned up. Can you help me? Okay, cool. We can kick it. You know what I'm saying? But if you just think you're gonna come over here trying to, drag black women because, a black. Listen, my oldest daughter's black mother is black. I hate that bitch. Not because I ever wanted her, y'all. I hate her for what she did to my daughter. I hate the fact that she poisoned my daughter. I hate the fact that she let my daughter have sex with a boy under her roof. You know what I mean? I hate the fact that she played so much of a role. I gotta pick my daughter up, y'all, from the fucking police station. This is the games that bitch played. You know what I mean? And so I'ma always hate that bitch to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? And if that bitch die, I'ma dance a jig on her fucking grave. And her mama know that shit. She know I hate that bitch. I will never ever forgive her for the games that she played, for trying to keep me away from my daughter. That shit was bullshit. And I wasn't the best person, y'all, but I didn't deserve that. And I ain't never letting it go. Do I think all black women's like that? No. So that's what I'm trying to say. So there's room for two competing thoughts. I hate you, bitch. I don't hate these black women over here. Till you fuck up, then I hate y'all ass too. Shout out to Fancy Laughing. Feel feel better, pretty. What you wearing, Sugar Bum? You got to listen, Sugar Bum. Let me tell you what you about to do. You done bought you a little dress from Rainbow. You're Forever 21. You done got you. You done bought you a little cheap ass dress from motherfucking Rainbow. No, I know what you did, Sugar Bum. You went to them Koreans. You done went to one of them motherfucking Korean spots and got you one of them dresses off the motherfucking off the mannequins and shit for $13.90 to $6. And you gonna put that motherfucker on. You gonna spray paint your face and go out there and try to trick some nigga into thinking he got a winner. That's what you about to do. Shout out to Sugar Bum. Let's see, messy subject. Messy subjects, only chicks that be in a dumpster, not top quality female goddesses. Messy said the only chicks. What part of Daughter Zion Messy's only chicks that be in the dumpster? Ooh, I like a bitch out the dumpster every now and then. Sometimes nigga take a bitch out the dumpster. Shout out to Messy, shout out to us. I don't know what old ass nigga too. Because let me see, I don't know that old ass nigga to be cooking for him. Well, you could told you might could have had you one. You know what I'm saying? You suck a nigga on in. You know what I mean? Make a nigga a little plate or something. Put a motherfucker together a little stir fry. You could have did that. You could have did that, Toombs. That's messed up. You could have did that. Shout out to Sugar Bum. I was sick last weekend. Couldn't leave, baby. What's wrong, Sugar Bum? What did you have? What was wrong? Yo, you feeling better, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Your mouth working, so I'm sure you better. You in this chat texting. Shout out to Reddit Toombs. I don't like niggas. I don't shit. Been there, done that. Been there. Sorry. I don't like niggas. I don't shit. Listen, get your ass in there and make a nigga. Listen, Toon, let me tell you something. Listen, out of here, listen. All that, listen. I'm not none of these fuck niggas. Get the fuck in there, man, and get the fuck. Listen. Go in there, listen. Bring that shit back and it better be hot. I want to eat it right in this month. I'm going to eat it right in the bed while I'm wiggling my toes. I'm going to wiggle my toes back and forth while Gizmo run around. I'm going to wiggle my toes back and forth. Shout out to Sugar Bum. Historically, men told women being a single parent is easy. Suck it up, buttercup. Press on. Yeah, listen. No, I don't think men have ever said that, Sugar Bum. I don't think that's true. Men have not said that, you know, because it is not easy. I think most real men respect, it's not put it like this. A lot of men is like, you put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And which I did. I just didn't expect for nobody to be here. You know what I mean? That was just, but she is here. Forever 21 went out of business. Damn, Maya, straight up, why you gonna put me on blast like that? I told Forever 21. She went to Rainbow then. She went to the motherfucking Koreans to get that goddamn dress. I bet she did. Speaking of clothes, I need some stuff and not for November. LOA. Let me see. And for stuff and no for November. What you need clothes? You gonna buy some dresses, cheapo? You gonna buy some dresses? I want you to put a dress on. Put a dress on. I'd have better tune that part. We're grown in a 40s club. Let me see. And we were on our throne. Throne? What throne? I ain't trying to hear that shit. Well, I'm trying to hear that Daughter Zion. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Remember, sir, as you call it, let me see. You better boring in teal groceries if you black man desire a wonderful meal, period. Oh, let me see. Let me see. I had to repeat that text because the computer changed my input. What you said? Let me see. Remember, as you call it, you better bring in. Oh, I think the groceries. If you black men desire a wonderful meal, yeah, I can definitely understand that. Yeah, nigga, man. Happy Scorpio season. Scorpio, the weakest sign ever. Everybody knows that. Shout out to Toombs. Sugar Bum. You need you a Taurus. You need a Taurus man to put his foot in your motherfucking ass. Get the fuck in that motherfucking nigga. Get the fuck in that motherfucking kitchen. Shut the fuck up. Hey, Sugar Bum. That's how nigga. Shut the fuck up. That's how motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up. That's how motherfucker and do his head like that. Shut the fuck up. Fucking that mother. I don't want to hear that bullshit you talking about. Fuck I look like. Shout out to Miss Toombs, daughter Zion. I don't play with lame motherfuckers. I won't play with lames. Fuck them. I've been that good woman, and they take me for granted. When you been a good woman, Tom? When you been a good woman? Let me see. Shout out to Sugar Mom. Don't doubt yourself. Lames. I do it. Figures you something else. Cheapo. I'm going to New Orleans and a dress. It better be a dress. Shout out to Daughters of Zion. Oh, it's been 7 years celibate. Ooh wee. I don't remember the last. All I know is marriage, and I'm not marrying an ungodly man. I'll wait until the next life. Things get greater. Damn, there it is. El Cheapo, stop. Scorpio. I feel that my best friend is a Taurus. Is he a man? If your best friend's a man, then he's a fuck boy. So I hope it's a girl. Real men don't be women's best friends. That's some cornball shit. So please tell me he's a motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? It's a woman. Real men don't be women's friends. I don't know where that bullshit came from. I don't know what kind of a man is friends with women. You know what I mean? In that regard. That is the corniest shit I've ever seen. Y'all going out. You know what I'm saying? You always paying the bill, and you know what I mean? And she looking at other men. She come tell you about it. You know you want to fuck her, but you ain't got the heart to let her know. Get your dumb ass up out of here. Shout out to Messy Subjects. You got to rise upon your game and make it happen by bringing home what it is takes before a black man. You can get a good meal. Yeah. Listen. I do believe in that Messy Subjects. You know what I'm saying? A man got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? This is facts. There's a lot of different components to that. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, you better be a man. My best friend, a woman. Okay, good. All right. When her birthday, Sugar Mom? I'm May 3. Shout out to Maine. Tunes, welcome to the next life. Let me see. Have gay friends. Them niggas is not real. Listen. And that's okay, because I don't speak for that community. You know, I don't give a fuck what they do. You know, and that's, you know what I mean, what they do. But you know what I don't like about them Sugar Bum? Like when I'm trying to talk to a woman like you, and I'm trying to talk to, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfucking sissies want to come around and get that's my girl. And that shit happen to me. Man, get the fuck on, man. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I don't need no motherfucking help from you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like them old player hating ass game. Man, get the fuck on, man. And I ain't cool with your friends. I'm not one of them niggas. Like, I ain't trying to be cool with your friends and we go out together. You gotta like my friends to date me. And man, listen, go play them games with a fuck boy. I ain't cool with shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking you. I like you. I'm fucking you tonight. You know what I mean? I ain't interested in, you know what I mean? What your girlfriend or what your motherfucking gay friend think about me? And you know, well, awesome. I don't like him, and you know he's a beast, and you know he got a bad. You know what I mean? We can't get along. Listen, I ain't got to get along with shit. I ain't no get along to go along ass nigga. You know what I mean? So don't never try to push me. Don't never try to put nothing on the kid that I don't want. Shout out to, okay, May 19th. Okay, Sugar Bum. Yeah, I'm 3. Yep, she is a Taurus. Yep, real Taurus, too. Messy Subjects. Daughters of Zion, at Daughters of Zion. I heard that, girly. I've been on lockdown until the real man come along and speak my language. Marriage, put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Don't be mad when you see that he want it. Hey, Messy Subject, what she say? Don't be mad when you see that he want it. Do y'all think Awesome gonna get married? That's another question. Do y'all think Awesome's gonna get married? Fancy asked me that question on the, what do y'all think? Fancy been gone for a minute. Fancy might have something to do. Awesome heavy on player. No, I'm just saying, Tools. I'm just trying to get to the bottom. I'm just trying to understand. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a man of exquisite taste. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of mother. Shout out to Tunes. That was meant for Daughters Zion. Okay, exactly. For real. Sugar Mom said nope. What you talking about? Nope, Sugar Mom. Let me see. No, my girl. I won't be in the physical form. I'll be in another form. You told me you'll be in another form before you get a husband, a daughter, Zion. Yeah, that's why I say, y'all. I really want a man, black man. I think I'm gonna end up making a hell of a difference. I really truly do. I think when it's all said and done, I think I'm gonna really make a difference. I believe the Creator put me here to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that I'm man enough to do that. Shout out to May. Yes, of course, I'm gonna hook you up. Okay, shit, shout out May. May said she gonna hook me up. Marriage dying now. I believe in it, Sugar Bum. I'll tell you something. I still believe in the sanctity of it. I really do. I still think that there's a beauty in it. You know what I mean? I really, really do. I really and not just from a standpoint of what people say. I believe there's beauty in the union. I really do. And so, you know, I'm really old school in a lot of my values. And I really do believe that is important. May said she hooking me up. Shit, I ain't got nothing to worry about there. Marriage time. But I do believe that. I really do. I think that sugar bomb, it is. I think that because we haven't seen it work a lot of our times in our communities, y'all, we really haven't seen a lot of healthy marriages. You know what I mean? We have, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all really want to know something? I used to give Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats so much credit, y'all, for years. I said, look at them. You never hear anything about them. You never hear. They never on social media. They stay to their family. They're not messy. Alicia is in a submissive role to her man. I used to always lift that up, y'all. I used to always lift that up. Do y'all know I just recently found out that Alicia actually took Swiss Beats was actually married, and Alicia Keys started messing with him. And he was like, I didn't know their situation was so messy. And I'm not trying to be messy, y'all, when I speak on it. I'm just saying, like, I thought their situation, like, I had such a high, but like when I see certain black couples, like when I see Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett, right? And I thought them. You know, when you see certain Denzel, when we look to certain. I used to have a lot of respect for Barack. Then I realized he was a fuck boy. You know what I mean? And I hear how his woman talk and it's that third, and she on these podcasts with her gay brother and shit like that. So I lost all respect. You know what I mean? That was out the window. But I always because I like to see traditional relationships for our people. You know what I mean? As examples, right? But then when I found out that Dog was so messy, when I found out that Alicia Keys was so messy, having her husband like messing around with a married man and then trying to be cool. Like their whole situation, y'all, was very, very messy. And I did not know that. Like I really, really did not know that she was married, or that Swiss was married when Alicia started messing around with him, and then the situation got bad. And I didn't know it was all that messy, y'all. I just didn't know that. So shout out to Messy Subjects. I totally believe in marriage. I believe in union. Me too, Messy Subjects. We definitely in agreement. Sugar bum, government, ungodly marriages are dying out. Big difference. Yep, I do. Yep, we agree, daughter Zion. May. She will have to be a better woman than I. She will have to be a better woman than I. Who, May? Who had to be a better woman than you? The woman you hooked me up with? What you talking about? Messy Subjects. And I have been married for 10 years, but divorced now for over 10. But I desire marriage again after healing. Good, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. From this looks at this check, I'm saying I think you're gonna make a wonderful wife. Shout out to I used to love Michelle Obama, not anymore. Yeah, she talked too much. This is what publicity a lot of times will get you. I used to hold her in such high self-esteem, but without such high esteem, excuse me. But I'll tell y'all something. Social media really will expose you because it gives an opportunity for us to continue to see your flaws. When you continuously jump on platforms, you continuously give us your opinions. And then I never liked what she gave, the bad advice she gave black women. She told black women to date around. That's what she told black women, y'all. She told black women just date around. You know what I mean? What type of fucking bad advice is that? So someone just date around. That don't mean sleep with everybody. Hey, baby girl, let me tell you how men see that. Men see dating around, you might as well have fucked them because that's what, in our mind, I'm telling y'all, our brains are very, very primitive. If you are dating multiple men at one time, we're assuming you're fucking them. And even if you prove it or not, it still don't matter because that's just the way we look at it. So why would you tell women to date around until no, you don't date around. You don't stop telling black women bullshit ass advice. You know what I'm saying? And then Kendra repeated it as if, Michelle Obama said it, so that make it law. No, it don't. We're telling my people that bullshit. Shout out to Toombs. What's the issue with Barack and Michelle? Yeah, I just explained some of it right there, Toombs. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Messy Subjects. Yes, you hook up. Let me see, Charmaine. Yes, you're a hookup person. Will have to be better than me than I. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I put her on the floor. Put her on the floor. Let me see. I wish marriage for you as well. Awesome. Thank you, Messy Subjects. Listen. Y'all gonna be there. Y'all gonna be there. Y'all gonna be there. Shout out to Toombs. Y'all need to leave Barack and Michelle alone. Toombs, I just, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I just don't like, first of all, I really don't like that he didn't do anything for our people. He was in there 2 terms, and in the end, what did you really do for black people? You did absolutely nothing. And at 28, I knew that he was just a face. I recognized, I said, this nigga is really, really not who he portrays. You know what I mean? This nigga, and what did he do? He gave us absolutely nothing. He did absolutely nothing. And then you only see these people, y'all, when they need your votes. He comes out, tried to, you know what I mean? When he comes out caping for Kamala. Everybody comes out, y'all, when they need the black vote. That's the only time you see these people. These people never, ever have anything other for us than to beg and pander for votes. That's the only time you see these people. You know what I mean? You don't see these people until they need you. And then when they need you, they use you like you women use your tampons, and they throw them motherfuckers in the trash. And then you wonder why you don't got shit. Because you let everybody use you. Motherfuckers gotta stop letting everybody use you. So that's my position. So black men date around and date outside their race. Whatever. Well, it's different, Toombs. It is. It's always going to be different. There's different rules for Toombs. Women were born with virtue. Women were born perfect. Even if you weren't born with exceptional beauty, you were still born perfect. Women are born, the only thing they really need to do is maintain their virtue, but men have to go through some things. You got to go through, you got to struggle, you got to go through the fire, you got to fight, you got to lose, you got to struggle, you got to become someone. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden things tend to happen. Y'all, I'm going through another fire right now, but y'all see me going through it. So therefore, you're impressed. You see a motherfucker struggle. You see the masculinity in me. You see me not breaking, not folding, and things of that nature. So, you ladies appreciate that, right? Men don't like to see their women go through things. Trauma is not good for women. Women don't deal well with scars. That's not a good thing. Shout out to my Michelle's a foolish woman. Yes, she is. All talk, you know what I'm saying, giving black women bad advice. Shout out to Toombs. Niggas date outside their race at a rapid rate more than black women. Well, men have that option a lot of times, Toombs. Men have that option a lot of times. But in truth, a lot of men have been told that they weren't needed. And that's why I say, Toombs, a lot of women don't understand that men need to be needed. Men need to be needed. We don't care if it's something small. We need to be needed. Being needed gives us purpose. And when you need us, it gives us the ability to be the best of ourselves. And so when a woman says she does not need her man, you deny him you deny him the opportunity to be exactly who he is. And so therein lies, you know what I'm saying? Therein lies a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Men need to be needed. And that's why I'll never tell my daughter, I always tell my daughter, you will need your man. Don't ever think you don't need him. You know what I mean? You absolutely need your man. And he will appreciate that, and a real man will rise to the occasion. That's facts. Let me see. I'm going to a Facebook Live this week addressing a lot of things. What? When you gonna do that, Toombs? Invite me on. I'll come on there if you want me to. And let me know when. I'll support it. Dating doesn't work for me. It never did. Yeah. Dating around is never a good idea for a woman. Let me see. It ain't nothing different, period. No, it is something different, Toombs. It is. Because in the end, you know what I mean? You're a woman, I'm a man. There's always going to be, there's double standards that benefit both genders, Toombs. We cannot deny that. You know what I mean? Also, I'm not going to tell you no lie. There's double standards that benefit both genders. They do. And yes, we understand that it's a double standard. However, there are those that benefit both genders, and both genders have to accept that. You know what I mean? And the sooner both genders can accept that, I think the better off, you know what I mean, for us all. Shout out to May, because those white men don't want black women. I did a video on that, May. Here's the thing. White men like to use black women for trampolines. You know what I'm saying? You'll drag her, use it for a slip and slide, you know what I mean, to get off all of your perverse ways and things of that nature. And then you'll throw her right back, right? Listen. Look at what that girl Kayla Nicole did. Look, she thought she was so smart, y'all. She dated that white guy Travis Kelsey for 5 years. She couldn't secure a ring. Taylor comes along and get it done. What, in a year and a half? Why? Kayla's a pretty girl, but Kayla and here's the thing: she lowered the standard for Travis because Travis was a white man. Travis didn't cash out on her. He mentioned that. He made her go 50-50. But she got all these standards for a black man because she respects it. She respects that white man. She see him as the prize. But yet he still wouldn't marry her. Because in the end, that's just what it was. Black women have to recognize they need their men and come back to their men. Because your men are the ones who really gonna take care of you. We only have each other. And as soon as we learn the sooner we learn all we have is each other, y'all, the better we're gonna be. Nobody's going to save us, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to save us. They're not. We have to save each other. We got to save ourselves, man. And you're right, man. You know what I'm saying? Those white women don't want black women. They don't. They don't. These black women talking about, I'm divesting. Okay, well, let's see you go find a 6-figure earning white man, you know what I mean, who's going to want you and marry you. Even Serena, y'all, when she dated this white man, she still dated down. Serena's worth 4 or 5 times what this white man was worth. In which I don't even understand, y'all, because she come from a strong black father. Shout out to King Richard. Y'all, I'm still baffled by that one. I'm still baffled by that one because I'm like, you had Richard Williams as your father, who you saw every day fight, you know what I mean, and stroke, and this is what you come to? All right. I don't know. Shout out to because Mr. Toombs, black men want to do what they want to do, but black women can't. No, I'm cool on that mindset. Well, here's the thing, Toombs. Men have always been since the beginning of time. It's not just black men. Men have always enjoyed the company of women. That has never not been a thing. A woman's job has always been to protect her virtue, so therein lies, so that way she can always have the options later on, right? What happens is when a woman destroys her virtue so early, then she thinks that she can come back to the table. Men are like, well, baby, yeah, you've been used up now. And and like I say, once again, Toombs, there's just double standards. There's double standard for men, there's double standard for women. And I didn't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? I didn't create it. I'm just simply saying that they're out there and they exist, right? Women want men who are capable, strong, and productive. Men want women who are chaste, virtuous, youthful. That's you know what I'm saying? Like, that's always going to be, and I think that's always going to be a thing, right? Now, that does not mean that a woman cannot find a man. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to see my women win. You know that. You know what I mean? Uh, but they have to do a better job, Toombs, in terms of making themselves available for the very men that they want. You know what I'm saying? I think that once our people do that, I think, you know what I'm saying, we'll be so much better. I agree to disagree. That's okay. You still my baby. Now get your ass in there and make a nigga something to eat. I ain't trying to eat it. Shout out to Bay. You are absolutely correct. Thank you, Mom. I agree with me, Toombs. Let me see. I've been through a lot of shit. So if you want to make my wrench, it's okay. But Toombs, I'm not gonna take your wrench because you don't agree with me. That's not masculine. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, you can have you know what I mean, a disagreement with awesome. I'm not always, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That would be weak of me. You know what I'm saying? You my people. No, you know what I mean? I just here's the thing. Do you agree that there are double standards that benefit both genders? Do you agree that women benefit? Okay, let's back that up. Do you agree that women benefit from a double standard? Right? That a man, if listen, it is a man's burden, and you know I am all with that. And a man accepting his burden. It is his burden to provide, protect, guide, maintain, lead, and sustain. That is not if my daughter's married. If all of a sudden her and her husband were homeless, I'm not looking at her, I'm looking at him. I'm like, how did you let this happen? So if that's the burden that's on him and he accepts that, then he also gets to accept certain fruits as well. Like you know what I'm saying? It would be crazy for me to think that he can, you know what I mean, that he would have to absorb that, but then not accept the things that come from that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So that's all. But no, I'm not never taking your risk. Stop playing. Get your ass in there and make a nigga something to eat. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Child, I can't deal. I mean, the whole perspective of dating is totally different than it was when I was in my prime years, 20s and 30s. Now I'm in the 40s club. Yeah, it's definitely different. Daughter Zion. But I think here's the thing. I think black men are a lot of, here's the thing. I tell men all the time that you worried about women. You niggas worried about women too much. Worry about your masculinity and worry about handling your business. Your women, the women will find you. Like that's the key. And black women have to do a better job, make sure they keep their best and brightest men. You know what I'm saying? Don't let other women come along to take your men. You know what I mean? Because they're going to keep theirs. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep their men for sure. And so we just have to do a better job in making sure that we keep our men. So women are like, you know what? I'm not letting my man get away. And I think a lot of women at times, I think that like they're just too proud. And it's like, like you fuck with that, let him know. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely no shame in that because a lot of times a lot of guys is really game goofy, so they ain't really had a lot of women. They ain't really dealt with a lot of women. They don't really know, what I'm saying, how to deal with a woman. You know what I'm saying, showing genuine attraction. But that don't mean you be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I never asked my sisters to be thirsty. It's just you know what I mean. You just let a nigga know, hey, I'm available. I'm available. A lot of women don't even know how to smile. Messy Subject. I see so many black women walking past me every day that don't even smile. It's you hate life that much. Like, don't nobody want to approach your sour pussy ass. You know what I'm saying? You walking around with your head in your phone and don't even have the respect or don't even have the no, I wouldn't call it respect. Well, in some places it's respect because you see a guy hold the door for you or certain like that. You know what I mean? It's nothing to acknowledge a man. You know, but black men have to do a better job in being stronger. And so when you're stronger, you create the opportunities in your own community, then your women respect you. So I don't blame y'all. I want to 100% say that. I don't blame black women. I blame black men in this regard. You have to be a beast of a man. Stop looking for women to take the lead. My nigga, if you're going to be a man, be a man. Stop being a fuck boy. And stop looking for women to do some shit. Be a man. Shout out to Mr. Subject. True statement. Awesome. Men do need to be needed, but for some unknown reason, they always end up cheating on what they have. That's good at home. This behavior is sickening when it comes to males. Well, here's the thing. Messy Subjects. Men don't consider it cheating. A lot of times, I'm just being honest with you, we don't. I did a video on this recently. I'm saying, wow, y'all gonna laugh at this. I said a lot of times us, y'all having sex is like taking a shit. Our nut is like, that's the way, you know what I mean? That's just the way we view it. It doesn't make it right. I'm just saying that's what it is. And if he's not being messy, you know what I mean? He's not bringing STDs. He's not having babies on you. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like, you know what I mean? Like, for the security, you know, you know what I mean? Shit, sometimes you gotta just look the other way on some shit, man. A lot of times, our women, they think they like if you have an exceptional man, let's just say for a minute, he's handsome, he's strong, a he's a above average earner, well dressed. A lot of women want this man. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I want y'all to know this. White men have clubs. Y'all don't think, what is it? It's 10 o'clock at night on a Friday. Y'all with me. Y'all, it is white men all over this country that are at certain clubs where they doing coke as we speak. They're drinking. They involved in freak offs and everything else you can name. And they dealing with professional women. They dealing with professional women who don't tell, who keep their business in house. They in these clubs. They in those Diddy clubs that don't get out. They're involved in stuff like that, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think that they're no better. They just keep their business in house. They just know how to. They just know how to keep their coats clean for the eyesight of the public. They own Vicodins. They own all type of pills. They own all type of stuff. They just know how to keep their business outside. And then a lot of times their wives may know it. They may come on. They may see little certain signs and so forth and so on. But they're like, you know what? I'm the one that's got the security. I'm the one that has the life insurance policies, whose name's on the life insurance policies. I have all of the keys to the safes and so forth and so on. So they're like, you know what the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to rock the boat? So I just think a lot of times, like, we have to learn how to pick our battles a little wiser. That's all. And if a woman just think that she's going to get an exceptional man that absolutely will not 100% step out on her, or will not be with other, like they go in town and said, y'all, I seen it. Y'all, listen, this stuff happens. It happens every day. And so we have to a lot of times, y'all, I think that we are naive to the way the real world works. Men don't consider it cheating. We just don't. You know what I mean? We consider it cheating. We consider it cheating when you do it because once again, it's you, right? It's you, and now you don't look like you belong to us. But we always knew you. We always know that we belong to you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got a wife, but yeah, I'll fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Like, that's what it is. Shout out to. Okay, I got you. Messy subject. Shout out to May. The airmen speak badly of black women too. This is facts. Yeah, and they listen, and they disrespect our sisters all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I keep telling black men, you got to get these motherfuckers about your communities. You got to get these motherfuckers about your communities. You let people come over to your communities, disrespect your communities. You wonder why you don't get respect. You got to do that. If you really want respect, then you gotta take it. Nobody owes you that. Shout out to Daughter Zion. I've been out of the loop with Hollywood garbage. I don't even know who none of these people are. I've heard of them within the past few weeks, but I don't know none of them. Yeah, you ain't missing much, Daughter Zion. They ain't really missing us. Shout out to Miss Tunes. Most white men treat their black women better than black men do. Kaylin Nicole doesn't speak for all black men, period. All black women, period. No, they don't. But I'll tell you something, Miss Tunes, we've seen Stacey, let's see. We've seen Stacey Dash. She's married multiple white men and thought they were better. She's been married, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't keep none of the men. She been dragged all over the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Who was that, what's that other chick name? It's a few black women that have been dragged by white men. There's a few black women that have been dragged by white men. Like, in truth. And it was real, real popular too. Like, you know what I mean? And so, here's the thing. I don't think anybody's gonna ever treat you better than your own people. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't. Because I believe that our connection to them is as old as time itself. So I don't think that anybody could ever love me as well as a black woman could. That's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So and and it's just really from the standpoint of we we've we are we have been here since the beginning of time itself. So our connection is unlike any other. You know what I'm saying? But when men stop, but men gotta not be messy. You know what I'm saying? And be men. No, I said men, I gotta be messy. Women have to not be messy and recognize you gotta pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got an exceptional man, you got to deal with some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's and a real man know how to keep his shit in the house. Because women do it every day. You know what I'm saying? That's just, or, some women be like, fuck it, I'll be alone. Okay, well then just, you know what I'm saying? There's that. But you know what I mean? A lot of times you're gonna get an exceptional man, he's gonna come with some issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's not gonna be, you know what I mean, no motherfucking picnic, all the time. Shout out to him, messy subject. Black men need to stop looking on the other side like the grass is greener. Yeah, I think there's some truth there, messy subjects. Here's the thing: they do have more options though, just because besides the white man, the black man is the most coveted man on the planet. It's the white man first, and then the black man, right? So you know what I mean. Black men have to do a better job in understanding. You know what I mean. That here's the thing: if you want to date outside, I don't never tell nobody that you shouldn't. You do what you want to do. I'm just saying, don't drag your own people. That's all my position really truly is, y'all. You don't have to drag your own people in order to be with someone else. If you want to be with someone else, that's fine. right? Just don't drag your own people and talk bad about your own people and allow your own people to be disrespected. You know what I mean? And now because that's when you look like a real coon to me. You look like a real house nigga. You look like a white man's bed wench. You know what I mean? That's just where I'm at with it. Shout out to El Cheapo. Social media got divested looking appealing. I just can't go to the pink cream. Yeah, yeah. And here's the thing, El Cheapo. Once again, these white men, all they use they'll use these. Listen, ain't nobody buttfuckers is fucking them. But you don't see no marriages coming to this shit. You don't see no because in the end, you know what I mean. They understand that you know what it's only so far that I can go with her. You know what I'm saying? In the end, when you want to get in those country clubs or those social places and you want to be able to go skiing in Aspen and shit, you know what I mean? You're not, you just, you know, it's a certain, you're not taking her. That's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? And we can only social media got people thinking, got people's heads gassed up. But in the end, black men marry black women at the highest rate, right? You know what I mean? And so you know, y'all got to think. We can't really take athletes a lot of serious because a lot of these niggas is young and stupid. So a lot of them that never even really dealt with women, they know how to play sports. They don't even understand women. They don't even really understand what the fuck they doing. That's why they get caught up with these IG models. You know what I'm saying? These appreciate the like. Y'all, they get caught up with these IG models and they always getting jammed up on some stupid shit because they don't understand women. You know what I mean? They don't even understand they just got they was good at sports. They got a lot of money at a young age. So now they thinking that, you know what I mean, they thinking that success has given them access to certain women that they would have never had previously. And so now, you know what I mean, they gonna fuck around, you know what I mean, and get dragged. You know what I mean? Because they don't understand really how to deal with women. But in truth, a lot of women, they don't even know how to. A lot of our women don't even know how to interact with men. They don't even know how to say hello and just smile. You know what I'm saying? And be gracious and you know what I mean, and be available. You know what I mean? And just be warm and open. You know what I mean? A lot of women, you know what I'm saying? They shut down and their attitude so fucked up. And man, like man, I ain't about to deal with this shit. But no, it definitely ain't no cheapo. Like that's my thing. Everything be judged by my marriage. Let me see you get married. Then come holler at me. Like all that shit. Cause a white man using your ass for a slip and slide don't mean nothing to me. Show me when he marry your ass, and you know what I'm saying, and present you to the public. Then we can talk. Shout out to Les. I don't subscribe to them terms black, to the term black, cause that's not my identity. I am who I am. It only applies to those who subscribe to that foolishness. Well, I subscribe to the term black because you know what I'm saying. We descendants of the original people. First, we were told that we were Negroes. You know what I mean. We didn't accept that Negro. What they call it, Negroes. You know, I like black. Shout out to my black man poke fun at Serena. Yeah, Serena done turned herself into a joke. I remember when she was so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Look at her now. Man, she destroyed her body. She had nerve to be on social media complaining about a plant that was in there, cotton, and then you know what I mean. And you know her husband posted a picture of some cotton in the house. It was some old stupid shit. Like, you know, Serena need to pick her battles better. But you know, I don't know, man. Them celebrities all fucked up for real. We got to stop. You know what I mean? Listening to them. Shout out to Tunes. Black men date out more than black women, and black men don't want Serena. Called her ugly and all kinds of shit. How common did her? No, no. Here's the thing. They did want her at first, Tunes. Remember, she was fucking with LeVar Arrington. You know what I mean. She was fucking with a few black men, but I mean, I don't know her Toombs, but I tend to think that Serena, you know, maybe her attitude was different, and and then now I look at her in terms of the way she is now, you know, the skin bleaching and what she's done to her face and her body, and I really hate it because the sisters lost. She was so beautiful, and her and Venus, you know what I'm saying, and it's a shame, you know what I'm saying, what she's done to her body, in order to be accepted, and she said that you know, she had mentioned that her husband's family didn't even accept her. So that has been very trying for her and this, that, and the third. She's trying to fit in into a family, into a place that she don't belong, and you know, it's just terrible. Let me see y'all carry on. Have a good night. We miss you. Tunes, don't be upset. You know I love you. You know what I'm saying. I thank you so much. Don't be upset. You know you always welcome for real. And I ain't never taking your rents. Don't be. You know I don't mean no disrespect. I gotta always tell you the truth though. At least the truth as I see it. Shout out to May. I understand daughters of Zion, but the world view, but the world views you as worse than black. The world views you as black. That is true. Shout out to messy subjects. Women want a great provider, then follows protector, loving, kind, nurturing, caring. Women want a great provider. And that's the thing, messy subjects. They don't even understand what a man is. That's not even a man's first job. A man's first job is to be a man. Before anything, a man should be courageous. Before he's anything else, he should be courageous. Because if he isn't courageous, then nothing else matters. None of the other characteristics that you just named don't mean shit. Because he won't even have a chance to even use any of them if he's not courageous. So women, you know what I'm saying? So in the end, they don't even understand. And if they want that type of man, that man's going to, every woman wants him. Like, you know what I mean? You're not the only one that wants him. So you know what I mean? So you have to be prepared for that. Women gotta understand and be realistic or not be realistic. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it don't matter to me. I'm just keeping it real though. Shout out to Dorzine. I don't follow the world. That's the thing. I don't have kids out of wedlock nor conduct myself as such. I'm very modest and godly and very honest. That's facts, Dorzine. I definitely have to see you that. I love smiling. What you smiling at, cheapo? Shout out to Dorzine. You should have no problems bagging a great husband. This is facts. Yeah, but I believe she will. Shout out to El Cheapo. Damn, he take forever. He get through comments. You is a hater. Shout out to El Cheapo. Have a roach ever crawled on you? Hell yeah. In my life, you know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Brush them motherfuckers off, you know what I'm saying? I used to cover my head up and shit. I put tissue on my nose and tissue on my ears and put that cover over my head. Yeah, that's how that go. Shout out to messy subjects. When a black man finds a good wife, most times he ends up messing up his union by searching and looking for other side as if he will find something better. Nah, I don't know how to forgive the pattern. I get it, messy subject, but never think he's looking for something different. Men just like strange box. Sometimes men just like strange box. So that's it. Would you go to a freak off? No, El Cheapo. Well, I don't know. Are you in it? Shout out to Daughter Zion, man. On my way out of 40 exile, so I'm very different path and caliber. Worldly people subscribe to wait. Well, let me get through these so I can get what's the name? Get off my head, man. I believe if you're not married, then you're single. If you're single, you do what you want to do. Not so no such thing as cheating on someone you're not married to. Hmm? That's a fact. That's a good point. Marriage subjects, I don't think how to handle. Let me see. I don't and didn't handle the cheating well at all. Believe me, I was married to a great provider. I couldn't handle it. Messy subjects, let me ask you a question. If you could do it all over again, knowing everything you know, you've been divorced for 10 years, right? Would you do it again? Would you, knowing everything you know, knowing how everything would be, would you accept him and you know what I mean? And would you just deal with it? How would you play it now? Would you do anything differently? Or would you just, what would you do? Child, cheating is cheating. It is not cheating. No, it's not. Shout out to Jessica. Hey, Jessica. So you would cheat if you were, let me see. So you would cheat if you were an exceptional man? I've always, listen, I never considered it cheating, Jessica. When I was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I was doing listen, men don't never looked at it like that. I never viewed it like that. You know what I mean? I never viewed it like that. And I am exceptional. I'm a beast of a man. I'm a very, very rare man. Absolutely. I'm definitely an exception. Oh yeah, I'm definitely an exception to the rule. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just wishing a couple. Only thing I'm missing right now is a couple dollars, Jessica. When I get that, oh yeah. And like I said, money don't never make a man. You know what I'm saying? But I've been an exceptional man way before because I've been forged through fire. So you'll see. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the best of me for real. But see, I'm definitely exceptional. Let me see. Shout out to Toombs. Okay, Toombs. Let me see. It's one of the perfect. Let me see. Daughter Zion. No one is perfect. You will still serve like the next person just because you haven't had children out of wedlock. Well, let me see. What else are you doing? Let me see. I like to keep it a buck. We all saying, okay, that's for you, Daughter Zion. Let's see what you respond to that. Shout out to Edova. I walked into I'll fuck you, bitch. What's going on here? Yeah. Ediva, we done had a conversation about me and cheating. Shout out to Ediva, she's back. Let me see, daughter Zion. I would never marry a man like that. There's no honor amongst the ungodly. Okay. Diva. Let me see, El Cheapo. Diva Child be in the comments. El Cheapo. Damn, hurry up, regional. What? Okay, let me get the, okay, let me see. Look, I'm going, okay, I'm trying. Why you, let me see. My subject daughter Zion, we both good children, ex-husband, my standards and morals, they're the same in my opinion. Okay. So let me see, I'm jumping. I mentioned subjects exactly. Don't understand the concept, choice, and free will just because the devil come after you. I'm trying to hurry up because cheapo does. Let me see the red tones. Let me see, you guys all together, make no mistakes. Perfect. Yeah. They got these long ass comments. Like I'm trying to read my sister's comment. Loretta has the tools, make a mistake and say, I will always have it. Just, but y'all read it because a lot of that stuff is really for y'all. Y'all don't really asking me nothing. Y'all just really talking to each other. Where y'all already know what y'all saying. All right, see. All right, so you guys have a good night though. Appreciate you, Tunes. Mwah. Thank you for being in here, Mr. Subjects. Red Tunes, facts. No one's perfect, but we're speaking Mr. Subjects. Mr. Subjects. See, is Gizmo going to sleep though? Not. I hope so. Let me see, Mr. Subjects. Okay, I'm caught up. Yes, we know what comes. Shout out to Missy. Let me see. Yes, I know. Also, I would. Let me see. Yes, I knowing what I know. Let me see. Yes, knowing what I know, knowing how it would come to know. Awesome. I would have gone to counseling as my ex-husband begged me to. Along with, he was still a good man. He didn't. I didn't know how to get past what had been done. Yep. So shout out for Messy Subjects for admitting that she would do it over again. You know what I mean? And she would stick with her man. And so in the end, that's really what it comes down to. Messy Subject said herself that she would go to counseling and she would not let her husband go. And this is what social media, y'all, has pushed on our people. Our women have been told that they don't need their men. I disagree. I'll never I would never subscribe to that. You do need your men. Your men need their women. We were not made to be alone. This conversation was an hour ago. Shut up, cheapo. You a hater. Just go. Wow, message subjects. That's deep. Yes. And listen, that's that. And listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I knew message subjects would say that because most women tend to believe, like, you know what? I should have stuck with my husband. Fuck this, because like knowing what you know, men like strange box. Awesome is telling you this. They do. So if you want an exceptional man, you're gonna have to deal with some things, y'all. You know what I mean? And generally meaning he's exceptional. And let's just say even if he's a regular guy, you know what I mean? That just means that, he just making, 45,000 a year, which is more than I'm making. But you know what I mean? You making 45,000 a year, you know what I mean? He's 5'8", 165, 70 pounds, average looking. There it is. You know what I'm saying? You know. Shout out to El Cheapo. I need a man. There you go. That's how you get one. You know what I'm saying? By I mean you need one. You gonna get you one. Because you're pretty enough. So, you know what I'm saying? Your attitude in the right place. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a blessing to a man. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, y'all. Listen, man, let me tell you what I told my cousin. This how I know she's slow. My cousin used to come over here. Y'all remember my cousin Stephanie used to come over here. We went to the park one day. It's me, her, and Gizmo. I'm like, cuz, why is you walking around with me? All these single men in this motherfucker. Why are you walking around with me? Get the fuck away from me. We look together. Go be available, right? He said, what should I do? I said, listen to me, jackass, because you're not that smart. This is what you do. This is what you do. Walk up to a man that you like, that you think is handsome. Excuse me, sir. Lost my dog. Did you see Rufus? You know what I'm saying? A little miniature. Yeah, I was just looking for him. Well, listen, you got your pen. You know what I'm saying? I was just wondering if you do see him, could you call me? Take your pen out, write your number in his hand, right? He gonna sit there, you. Nigga gonna call you. Did you ever find your dog, ma'am? No, I didn't find him. I just wanted to call and check and, you know what I mean, see if you found him. No, I didn't, you know what I mean? But thank you for calling and shit. You know, that was very kind. Strike up a conversation. Years later, later on, when y'all married, you can always tell him, you know what I mean, that I wasn't no goddamn dog. I just wanted to talk to you. Be available. Take your keys, lock them in the car. As soon as you see a man, you're like, lock your keys in the car. Men are going to help a pretty woman get in her car. That's game. I'm telling you. Yo, Cheapo, you need a man. This is facts. Shout out to Mr. Cheapo. DOZ, I'm tired of being lonely. I appreciate you. Listen. I like the Cheapo being honest about that. I like the Cheapo being honest. She said, "Daughter Zion, I'm tired of being lonely. I'm trying not to say it. Listen, I like that. But see, Cheapo, that's being real. You know what I mean? A lot of our women, you know what I'm saying, they've been told that, being alone is some type of badge of honor, man. Fuck that shit. You have a lot to learn. Shout out to Message No Design. You have a lot to learn, but it's okay, darling. You sin every day, and your awareness isn't there. We all sin. We are probably not willing, but you sin. Missy says, respectfully read your Bible, okay? All right, daughter Zion, would you like to respond? I'm sure you will. Shout out to El Cheapo. That sounds like a movie. That shit ain't happening in real life. But it's not, El Cheapo. You'd be surprised how, listen, it's really more simple than you think. It's just a matter of putting it, but that way you don't feel like it's just a matter of you making the first move. That's all. You know what I'm saying? No, it's really, you know what I'm saying? If she would have tried it, she could have done it. But you know what I mean? She don't try. She don't put herself out there. El Cheapo need a man. Let me see. El Cheapo need a man. I need liberation and salvation. Okay. That's El Cheapo. Don't lock your keys in the car. What? I hope you get him out, Jessica. You pretty enough? Shit, I bet you that nigga called AAA like a motherfucker. That nigga go, shit. That nigga help you get them pretty. That nigga help. Listen, that nigga help a pretty woman get her keys out the car. Shit. Leave that. I'm trying to tell you. They gonna come to the rescue. Shout out to El Cheapo. My legs won't lock. My keys won't lock in the car or trunk. When the last time you had a car? It's been about shit. I had a truck when I was up there at West Virginia. I left that motherfucker up there. Your keys will lock in there, Cheapo. What is that, some new shit? Yeah, I done got old. I don't know. El Cheapo. Daughter Zion, I received Jesus' salvation when I accepted him in my heart. That's Cheapo. Men will and still approach women. Yes. A lot of times they scared don't mind a lot of times because a lot of men have been told that they've been like, now a lot of men are really, really afraid because you don't really know how that's gonna be taken. You don't know if you're gonna be considered a pervert. You don't know, you know what I mean, if somebody gonna think that you disrespecting them, you know what I mean? Especially with this Me Too movement, a lot of men deal with that. You know what I mean? You deal with, you know what I mean? And then these stupid ass podcasters is telling black men to not, man, I don't cold approach, bro. What if she's raised to be shy and she's a very feminine woman? She's just waiting on you to say something. Like, so what do you mean? Excuse me, ma'am, I think you're very lovely. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was wondering, you know what I mean? Could I take you, you know what I mean? Get an ice cream cone or something. Don't just keep it real simple. They scared. They don't want to be rejected. I never cared about rejection. That was never something that was interesting to me, El Cheapo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I mean? But that, once again, that's me. You know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of guys, these podcasters is telling guys not to cold approach. You know what I mean? She need to show you some sort of a sign or something like that. Man, that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Want us to chase them? Yeah. That's a bad look, Cheapo. That's a bad look. Now, what I'm talking about is not necessarily chasing. What I'm just talking about is just being available. You know what I mean? You made a move, and if he didn't accept it, or you know what I mean, whatever the case might be, that's just what it was. Or you know what I mean? It was a little bit of flirt. You just flirted a little bit. A lot of women don't even know how to flirt. You know what I'm saying? Their attitudes are so fucked up. You know what I mean? Their attitudes are just fucked up. They got trash ass attitudes, and it's not just black women. It is this. It's a westernized mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't like when people just literally put it on black women as if black women is the only race of women who have a poor attitude. It's just not true. You know what I'm saying? It's not true. Shout out Cheapo. Shout out Cheapo. I can spark up a convo with someone in interest, but they ain't never bite. My coworkers told me I need to ask for their number, but that's crazy. I've had women ask me for my number. I have. I have cheapo. But if you're just uncomfortable with that, like I say, I would do you know what I mean? What are you good at? You know what I mean? What are you good at? You know what I mean? What are you good at? Because a lot of times, a lot of men just don't really know how to respond. You know what I mean? So that's that's something that need to be addressed. We shout to my people date different now. I'm old school. That includes dating. Yeah, I believe you, Mike. I'm saying because you a lady. Shout out to my message subjects. I was just at the market, and I guess I may have looked as I was struggling, and a white man asked me if he could help me. Anyway, this happens to me often, and I like the attention, but not the right gentleman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yes. Because in the end, a lot. You know what I mean. Looking confused is a good way. Which all I always think all y'all women confused. That's why I tell Gizmo she confused. She on the right way to womanhood. I tell Gizmo she confused every day. You know what I'm saying? I say yes, you on your way to womanhood, baby. You're confused. So just being available. I think that's the main thing, y'all. And the women in my chat, you know what I'm saying, is dressing. You know what I mean? They dress like ladies and stuff like that. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? Just coming outside looking like looking presentable, which my women gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Shout out to Daughter Zion. You can't worship sin and God. You gotta make a choice and stand 10 toes down on it. Oh, I see that. I don't. I'm not. I don't. I falter, Daughters of Zion. You know what I mean? I'm a backsliding mother. That's just who I am. Shout out to message subjects. You reading well, much better. Make read. Yeah, just when you say that message subject, you're reading well, much better. Also, I'm paying attention. I'm trying to hurry up and get through these because I got. But make sure you tell Fancy that too. Message subjects when she come back in here. Make sure you tell Fancy when she come back in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That to give me the credit that I deserve. Thank you very much. So y'all, let me see, cheapo. Thank God, you is a hater, cheapo. Cheapo is a hater. And with that, listen, let me, let me see. Anyway, okay, there we go. Let me make sure I night. Because of that great comment, message subjects, we will make sure we night you. I might have missed my opportunity on a great gentleman looking for something more. Well, who knows? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know what I mean? Them white men, they, I think you made for a black woman, a black man, message subjects. I don't, listen, I just do. And I can see him in your future. You know what I mean? You definitely, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. You know, what I mean? Any man will be lucky to have a quality, a quality black woman, a quality woman. You know what I'm saying? Period. But definitely, if you can get a black one, you know what I'm saying? Because in the end, I know that's what I'm gonna end up with. Because that's just what it is. Now y'all know, you know what I mean. My daughter's mother's white, and I've hit, just about, some everything. Because I'm a fan of beauty. I like pretty women. You know what I'm saying? I do. But in the end, yeah, I like black women. Shout out to when you going on a date. What? Yeah, Chipo, go on a date. It's been Chipo. That's a great question. Who gonna watch Gizmo? Go on a date? Like what? Chipo, I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know what a date look like. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. That is a great question. It's been a while. Like I said, when old girl came in town, you know what I'm saying? It was we went with Gizmo and went to go get something to eat. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been out with a woman. Shout out to Edison. How are you dealing with not being intimate since sex? You know, just got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. Just gotta be a man. Tough it out. Like I said, we weren't together long. You know what I'm saying? But she's definitely a good woman. She's just, not the woman for me. You know what I mean? I like a woman who knows how to Be quiet. I can't let no woman get the last word around here, y'all. I just because in the end, once you start doing that, then you woman go lose respect for you. And if you don't, and I don't like a lot of mouthy back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. That's just. Yeah, I like a little bit of fire. And in the end, when I say, okay, baby, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? All that extra shit. I ain't with none of that shit. Shout out to the Huda, the hoodiest. Appreciate you, the hoodiest, for being here. You better ask that woman on a date. Who, cheapo? Ask that woman on a date. Ask who on a date? I'll watch Gizmo go on a date. With who? I ain't got no damn options. With who? Shit. I ain't got no goddamn shit. He, yeah, you know I'm a motherfucking jailbird, cheapo. You know a nigga's a jailbird. Hell yeah, shit. I'll pull this motherfucker out. I'll fire this motherfucker off like a goddamn fire hose in this mouth. So no, shit's out the messy subjects. Nah, white man isn't no way part of my future. I'm a black man. So, let me see. I see all the way. I don't see that part, even though I'm approached by a black man. I believe I'm judging them harshly. Give a brother a little break, Mr. Subjects. Give a brother a little break. Shout out to my El Cheapo. Messy Subjects, you see, Messy Subjects earn her wrench. You know I had to give Messy Subjects a wrench. Shout out to Messy Subjects. I'm all the way drawn to my own race. Black man, go ahead, baby. Yes, ma'am. Because in the end, y'all, we need each other. I'm cracking up. Yeah, hell yeah. So I'll shoot this motherfucker. Yeah, shit. Like I was trying to tell motherfuckers, I ain't got tennis, but shit, I got shit. I'm like a Snickers. I'm satisfying around this motherfucker. Hey, what's that commercial? You hungry yet? Or whatever that damn commercial is. Shit, I'm like a Snickers. I'll get you off craps. That's for sure. But yeah, I miss with but as much as I miss the company of women, it's been quite some time. You know what I'm saying? But y'all notice I'm getting in shape. I spend a lot of time getting stronger and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And trying to use my time wisely, and you know what I'm saying? It's just yeah. Because in the end, when I bring somebody around, I would like for her to want to be, Gizmo's mother, and you know what I'm saying? I want to be. Shut up, El Cheapo. I'm not sleepy. I need some. I am hungry though. I do want to eat something, but it's 10:30 at night, and I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I've been on here with y'all. Dang, y'all, it's 187 minutes. It's long gas slide. Fancy told me I do long gas slide. Shout out to El Cheapo. One arm stronger than the other. No, both of them strong, baby. Both of them strong. Let me just, hey, Cheapo, see me lick them lips? You see that? You see that? That nigga LL ain't got nothing on that. LL stole my shit. Shout out to man. Snickers got everything inside. Nuts, caramel, and some goo. You better tell him, man. You better tell him, man. Shit, I'm like a motherfucker. Shit, I'm satisfying in a motherfucker. Shout out to Edwin. You doing your workout routine tomorrow live? Yes, I am, Edwin. Yep, I'm gonna definitely do it. Yep, I'm gonna definitely do it. No more showers, but I'll definitely do live. Shout out to the Cheap, but she's a Bob script. Yeah, I got to. Hell yeah. Shit, I'll throw this motherfucker. Shit. But listen, man, I done had y'all. Thank y'all so much for being with Awesome in the Gizmo. It is 10:30 at night. I'm going to get me a little bit of reading in, I think. Shout out to Jessica Herbert. You didn't get any hits from Kitchen. Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I met my ex from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had a few women fly in. I did. But they started being mouthy. You know what I mean? They couldn't stay in their place, Jessica. You know what I'm saying? She tried to test me. And I just can't have that. You know what I'm saying? Once I put my foot down, you know what I mean? That's that. Because in the end, you don't put your foot down with women. You start letting women run all over you. Ain't no relationship, no way. So, yeah. Yeah, I did, though. I got some, yeah. A lot of them. I did. She used to fly in from Houston. She flew in several times. You know what I'm saying? All times, yeah. And then she flew in, one chick was flying in from Delaware. You know what I'm saying? She's like 26. Shit, no kids. Yeah. But, You start trying to do too much when I'm telling you you're doing too much. Yeah, you got me messed up. I gotta teach you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Messy Subjects. You've been on this long, which says to me you are enjoying us black all the time. Yeah, absolutely. That's facts. Shout out to El Cheapo. You going off right on time, my boy. About to go live about Diddy. Oh, JP going live? JP going live. Shout out to May. This is the quietest live. This is the quietest live I've ever been on with you. Yeah, Gizmo was sleeping. I'm laying down. Shout out to El Cheapo. Did they come to the place? I cleaned them up. They see that they getting worse. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's only been a few of them. But now it seems like it's a lot more. Shout out, good night, awesome. I enjoyed the chit chat. Good night, everyone else in the chat. Appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you, Miss Subjects. Thank everybody for being here. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all send it. Make sure, you know what I mean? I thank y'all so much for being with, being with me, man, and rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see where we go up. Anywhere, the only place we're going is up from here. Shout out to El Cheapo. Matter of fact, my daughter be wanting to turn off the live because of the crying. Gizmo do be crying, don't she? Gizmo do think it's real. Y'all know I'm a beast of a man. Run tell that. I see y'all tomorrow. Ah!